You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio. WZYE 95.9 FM.
Nothing must stop you, yes. When God bless a man, Satan may attack you, yes. When God bless a man, he's gonna back you, yes. When God bless a man, that man must stand. He must stand AI. Who God bless, none can curse. His divine favor man can reverse. Can reverse. Even if they do their worst. Their worst, hey. When God bless a man, nothing must stop you, yes. When God bless a man, Satan may attack you, yes. When God bless a man, he's gonna back you, yes. When God bless a man, that man must stand. He must stand, I say. If you answer his call, he will lift you up. If you fall, hey, hey, hey. If you fall, just give him your all. Your all, hey. When God bless a man, should be nobody. Nothing must stop you, my friend. When God bless a man, Satan may attack you, yes. When God bless a man, he's gonna back you, yes. When God bless a man, that man must stand. He must stand, I say, yeah. Satan may try to attack you. personal struggle. So sad when you feel alone in your trouble. It's real hard when you want to talk to a brother. It's so bad because of how some look at you after. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my head. Satan want me dead. Cover my back from human attack. So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. People see you smile, but don't know the hurt that you're feeling. Even as God's child, at times your heart does be bleeding. Where can you go when you're really looking for healing? Who know how to flow when your soul needs some restoring? So Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me home from evils unknown. Cover my feet so I'll never retreat. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover my brother, cover my sister, them who under pressure. Cover the preacher, every church worker, the young believer. Cover the worship leader and intercessor, every gospel minister. Cover. Jesus alone is the one who has the real answer. The one on the throne is the true and loving Father. He will hold your hand and keep you from going under. He will make you stand and let you know he's a fixer. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Come and be while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover me mind. You know the struggle sometimes. Cover me mouth, that the wrong thing wouldn't come out. Oh Lord, cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Cover me while you fix it. Jesus, cover me. Cover the Christian in the midst of aggression with the power of your right hand. Jesus, cover them helpless children. Jesus, defend them. Send help from heaven. Jesus, cover all them radio stations that blessing the nation. Grant divine protection. Jesus, cover me.
Truer words were never spoken. The less you associate with some people, the more your life will improve. Anytime you tolerate mediocrity in others, it increases your mediocrity. An important attribute in successful people is their impatience with negative thinking and negative acting people. As you grow, your associates will change. Some of your friends will not want you to go on. They will want you to stay where they are. Friends that don't help you climb will want you to crawl. Your friends will stretch your vision or choke your dream. Those that don't increase you will eventually decrease you. Consider this. Never receive counsel from unproductive people. Never discuss your problems with someone incapable of contributing to the solution, because those who never succeed themselves are always first to tell you how. Not everyone has a right to speak into your life. You are certain to get the worst of the bargain when you exchange ideas with the wrong person. Don't follow anyone who's not going anywhere. With some people you spend an evening. With others, you invest it. Be careful where you stop to inquire for directions along the road of life. Wise is the person who fortifies his life with the right friendships. If you run with wolves, you will learn how to howl. But if you associate with eagles, you will learn how to soar to great heights. A mirror reflects a man's face, but what he is really like is shown by the kind of friends he chooses. The simple but true fact of life is that you become like those with whom you closely associate, for the good and the bad. Note, be not mistaken. This is applicable to family as well as friends. Yes, do love, appreciate, and be thankful for your family, for they will always be your family, no matter what. Just know that they are human first, and though they are family to you, they may be a friend to someone else and will fit somewhere in the criteria above. In prosperity, our friends know us. In adversity, we know our friends. Never make someone a priority when you are only an option for them. If you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit in little matters. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude.
Yes, 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 yes. Let me say a special hello to all the WZYE 95.9 FM listeners. Of course, ladies and gentlemen, it's no other, the one and only one, the champion. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, if you are just joining us, or you have previously joined us, and you're joining us again, or if you have joined us from the start when we first started this show almost a year ago, of course, we started as the DAT Triplets, right? And then we migrated to the DAT Triplets. So many of you may not know, but D in DAT is Diana, and Diana is considered to be the storm. A is yours truly, Anselm LeBon, and he's considered to be Wall Street. And yes, folks, for all those who think I'm trying to hide Wall Street and Anselm LeBon, if you look up on the screen, you're going to see Anselm LeBon is Wall Street. Yes, 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 of course. And of course, the T is no other than my good friend, Diana's good friend, as well as the good friend of many, no other than Thomas Nisbet. So let me say a special welcome to no other than Tom E. Marshall, the commissioner in Newark, Nesbitt boy. Tommy,
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening, my friend. How are you?
Today is a fantabulous, splendiferous, marvelous, tremendous day, Tommy.
How's the family?
I can't complain, man.
Good, great.
If I complain, my wife might change the lock on the door.
Don't complain. Please don't complain.
I ain't complaining.
Please don't.
Yeah, let me bring in no other than Diana, Waveney, Stormy, the Storm, Benskin, Greta, the Trinbagonian, the poet, the poetess, the poetress, the motivational speaker, Benskin.
Who let the dogs out? Woof, woof, woof.
Nah, you know.
And let it be known that Stormy ain't no pothung, eh?
Yeah.
Stormy is a pedigree dog, okay?
No.
So Stuart Young, you can't be calling my dog a pothung, eh? Watch yourself, eh? Okay.
You know what? Your dog can't be a pothung because that is not a P&M dog. It's only P&M dogs to be pothung.
Best watch yourself. Stormy is pedigree.
It's only
He's a Jack
P&M dog.
Russell Terrier. So he far from being a pothung. But good evening, listeners. A lot of dog talk in the village tonight.
Yeah, it's only.
I hear somebody open up a business and they're selling pothung puppies too.
Yeah. All kind of thing going on.
What going on, Tommy?
I'm out of the dog pound, at least.
Tommy, you're changing your party, that way mean? You're not paying them potong no more?
Never was, never will be. And
Oh,
Stuarty damn disrespectful.
Damn disrespectful.
I'm telling you.
Tommy,
But we gonna deal with that. Do your superlatives, answer.
Tommy, you get me upset already, but I feel like I want to cuss.
Easy,
Tommy,
Slim, easy.
Yeah, Tommy, you know you're right. They're too disrespectful. You understand? And them sitting down there and they're clapping for that disrespect.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Say he was in our next party and all of them look like him. Right? And somebody else called the people that look like him pottongs. Right? Think about it. Just think about it. Too damn respectful. Listen, you know, with the what is that place up on the highway on the highway again, over by the Beatum over there? What is that place?
The dump?
No.
Swim club?
Oh yeah, swim call. Go there. Let me go politically correct. Swim call. Yeah, plenty of them supposed to be in swim call. That is it. And the next one from up the hill there, the fella now, he's the Minister of National Security. What is his name again?
Insecurity.
Yeah, what is his name again?
Fitzgerald Hines.
Yeah, talking about the shooting was 200 meters away. You know.
And Slim, those are your buddies, your party people.
Yeah, but listen to this. You see, I make no bones about it who I support. I don't hide who I support. And I do support underground. It are people supporting certain things on the underground. I mean, I understand some people can't come above the icing on the cake.
Well, why not?
Because if they come, they'll get the 4Ds. You know what I mean? And we know what the 4D says in the village. Demonized, discredited, destroyed, and dismissed. So you have to be very, very, very careful.
So let them go ahead now. Yeah, go ahead and demonize. When I go to the bank, I don't want a bank card with their name on it, you know.
Well, you living in America, you know. All of we living in America, you know.
Even if I was in Trinidad, I had a bank card with nobody's name on it. Please.
Now you couldn't be in the party and object to anything that the maximum.
Well, give me a party card. You can get my party card.
Yeah, sure. You have a party card.
In the morning, I will be objecting. Give me a party card now. Don't make the mistake and get me a PNM party card. Give me one now. Yeah. I see who can do podcasts more frequently.
Huh? You mightn't last.
I mightn't last? Nah, give me a party card now, you'll see.
They will run you.
Run me where? Where they gonna run me?
Straight back to Barbados you're going.
It says who? Where? How they gonna run me to Barbados?
And when you're going on the flight and you're gonna watch the police taking away the watch from you know why?
Why?
Because the watch is a citizen.
Really? They gonna run me to Barbados? Well, that I would like to see.
You're going straight back to Barbados.
Straight into Mia's arms.
That I would like to see.
Hey, Toby, what you saying?
Straight into Mia's arms.
That I would like to see because I speak up against them. They go come after me. But you get me a party card tomorrow, and please, I beg you.
I'll get one. Tommy, what you saying?
I was saying straight into Mia's arms.
Yeah. Straight into Mia's arms you're going.
That's good arms to be in. Send me a party card.
When you reach in the airport and it's Bridgetown. Bridgetown Airport. When you reach in Bridgetown Airport, Mia Motley, waiting for you.
It's Grantley Adams, what?
Yeah, well, wherever it is, Grantley Adams is
Mia waiting on me?
Yeah, right there, waiting for you.
Mia ain't gonna do me a thing.
Welcoming you back to Barbados.
They can't move me from Trinidad, and Mia ain't gonna do me none. You operating like Stuart T, trying to put fear in me. That'll work, you know. Fear. FAIR is an acronym for false evidence appearing real.
Okay. Me and Motley go ask you what happened to the watch. Oh, Lord. Me, I go say, Diana, what happened to the watch?
She might give me another watch.
Yeah. Don't tell you whatever she do. Don't get your citizen watch, because
Oh, please.
when you leave in Barbados, you might take it back again.
Take away my watch. Are you crazy? I pay you no mind.
Oh, God. So let's go to the chat. Of course, Takesha was in. Takesha. Oh, we have some. Takesha did something. Takesha's son and her niece graduated from. The son graduated from UTT, and I think her niece also graduated from UTT, and they went to Rosehill Roman Catholic School up there in Lavantil, where the Minister of National Security, absolutely clueless, a clueless fella, right? And I'm saying this, it's time for him to go. Let me tell you, Stuart Young should go. Fitzgerald should go. Gonzalez should go. Scotland should go.
Oh,
Shamfa Kojo should go.
God.
Right? Who else had to go to? Who else lining up? Who else?
But you want Dr. Rowley to go too?
Yeah.
Well, someone have PNM?
But listen to this. Nan Gatsby Dolly, you could stay. She doing a good job. I like she.
Oh boy.
Paula Gopi Schoon. Yeah, Paula Gopi Schoon need to retire. She been there too long. The Minister of Labour. Well, I don't know what he does do. What is that? McClutchy? That is the Minister of Labour. Hey, Tommy?
How about Scotland?
You know better than me.
Scotland? No, well, he going to. Who else?
Is that in home too?
Yeah, sending you home to all of them. I gain all of them the pink slip. We having a game, PNM A versus PNM B, and I is the referee. Right? And once I get a red card, you don't even have to come back. Don't even come back in the parliament. Right?
Oh,
So I feel by the time that game finish, we might only have about 2 or 3 people left on the field.
My goodness.
Because plenty people getting red card. Plenty of them. It's just on the, I feel there's some type of zombie over this PNM government. Yes. I feel there's some type of genie boy halfway out of the bottle.
From Lakito.
Oh God!
Oi, Tommy, careful. Tommy, it's hard, boy.
Tommy, means that.
Tommy, they go send you, Barbados. Watch yourself.
I just say a genie come out halfway out of the bottle.
They go send you. Listen, my finger. They go send you, Barbados, Tommy.
It just seems like if some type of smoke come out of that bottle, and them fellas them inhaling that smoke, boy. And the smoke have lidocaine in it or novocaine, right? And when they inhale it, right, somehow instead of it going down, it goes up. And it goes up to their brain, and it freezes about 95% of their brain. So they only utilize 5% of their brain, right? For Stuart Young to come on a platform and talk about PNM members being potong, I don't care who he talking about. It is disrespectful. Disrespectful, right? And and the PNM people always sitting down there and taking that boy, like the sad part boy.
Before they get up and walk out or turn around, get him his back. You know how people is give the mayor the back, the police when they don't like what you do? Turn around your chair or something and let them know.
Nah. Let me go to the chat. We go come back to that. We'll come back to that. Of course, Takesha was in first tonight. Good night, everyone. Diana the Storm, good night. Ansem, good night. Tommy, good night. We getting plenty emojis tonight. Tommy, good night. Takesha, Lana, Rose, Carice, Marisa.
But you know the women can give emoji, but the men can't because their wives gonna get jealous. So
no. When them fellas them on this live, that's going on next corner, you know. That was special
Oh.
in the village corner.
But they will call me privately and give me whatever message they have for me. Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay,
So
okay.
you had to out them.
yeah boy.
Yeah. Yeah, only love, no room for hate or negativity. Just love in the village. Full 100. Woman power, right? Takesha say. Oh, Takesha say, why men can't walk away? This man murdered the woman and kill
Yeah,
herself. What a coward. Yeah,
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 they
I
yeah,
murdered.
mean,
yeah.
you know,
That's sad.
I
That's sad. So let me say
mean,
welcome to Nadia. Nadia was second in the village. It's always between Takesha and Nadia. Right?
relationship does not mean ownership. Only men need to behave. Only relationship does not mean ownership. And even if you're in a relationship, you know, and it's broken, even you don't own the person. Where people get in the head, they own you. Oh boy, I don't know. That.
I find Nadia getting kind of scarce with the emojis this night and these days, you know.
But take what you
Maybe
got
it
to.
did some. Maybe it
Huh?
did something to make them mad.
I don't know, boy. Nadia used to say some nice things about me, boy. This is. She just, you know what she say? On some good night. That is it. And the
Take
same thing
that.
she says on some good night, and then she said, Tommy good night. Tommy like both of you do something, but I don't know what it
Take
is.
that. That's
I
right.
used to get on some good night love, LUV, and all kind of thing. Everything going through. You know, you
That's
know
right.
Kukrava song said that going through. That
Y'all
going
done
through.
something to make the girl mad.
I don't know, boy. I don't know. And then Joan Jadube used to be in here. Joan gone too, boy. Joan
Mhm.
busted and gone, you know.
Eh,
I know. Oh, but wait, I think something wrong. Look, she said Diana Benskin good night too, boy. I don't know, boy. I don't think Nadia walked today. I feel so.
There you go. See, that's you're outing her.
Yeah.
Maybe she doing something to get away from somebody, and you making the person feel she not walking.
No, I think she walked today. Nadia says good night, Judy, Lana, Rose, Miss Coover. Good night, Vonnie, Albert, Ken, Ellis, the board, highly. How come nobody just say hello to me, Eugene? People don't tell Eugene good night. What? But anyhow, today's Saturday night. I don't think
He has been allowed to use the device from his significant other.
yeah, I don't think he has able to retrieve his devices yet.
oh,
It's not retrievable. Ah, Takesha says she's so proud of her son. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We go talk about that. Victor Phillips, how you going, my brother? How are you doing? Albert Montano, good evening, boy. Albert Montano from Mississippi, Canada. Live and direct. Albert, you know, Albert, I personally, I mean, if you want to discuss it, you're going to discuss it. I think discussing the serious murders in Trinidad and Tobago, I think we more have to discuss solutions, eh?
Yep.
correct.
You know, because discussing the problems,
Mm-mm.
it just it didn't
Compounds
making
it.
sense. Yeah, it just making sense. Or Colin Wood said at a PNM meeting in Shogunas this week again that the government has found money. Is that another play for? Hey, look, we have a potong in the village, yes. Victor Phillips. Good evening, boy. I'm a potong. Victor,
Oh
you own it.
no!
The man owning up to it, yes. Yeah, but the
No.
man owning up to it, but he's a potong, right? There's only one set of we only want potongs in the village tonight. Eiley says, cause it's pep after pep after pep. Yeah, what that boy? Ali inside. You're inside, Eiley. You're inside like Flynn.
See, he's a potong.
Yeah, he's a potong. He owning it. People in the East West corridor struggling to survive, and the PNM died and Laventel and move on and beat them suffering. Help these people. The contractors who are getting the contract to supply the CCTV camera is getting a Christmas package. What Christmas package is that, boy?
Hmm.
Yeah. Takesha say, cover my family, Jesus. Cover me while we fix it. That's why we play that song, you know.
Mhm.
You know. Judy inside, boy. Good night, village family. Another blessed day for all in the village. Universal blessed to all. Hey, look who come early tonight, boy. Ulrich, boy. Ulrich. Uh, Ulrich. Anyway, let me see if I have it here.
Oh, God.
Let me see. Is it here, boy?
Oh, jeez.
Let me see. Let me see. Hold on, hold on. Which one is it now? Okay. What the hell I did with that? Let me try to see if I hear, boy. Ulrich have another business again. Ulrich, boy. Ulrich, boy. When I grow up, I want to be just like you. You know. With all these set of business you have, people can't keep up with all these business you have in all.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez.
Let me see.
37 potongs.
Uh, Tommy, why you exposing the man business?
Well, wait till you see that boy, Tommy. I ain't know what breed it is.
Okay, I know. Look like them potong escape, boy.
It should be on the Oric pot down here. Let's go down.
Yeah, no, I have it in here somewhere, but I ain't seen it.
This
All right,
this
I
time
gotta look for it.
this time you had to pay for advertising.
I gotta look for it. Yeah. You gotta start paying, eh?
Let me go and look and see if I find it.
No, I have it.
Yeah,
I thought I saved it, but I don't know.
no, I was going to look and see where it is. Oh, you found it?
No, I didn't find it. I put it somewhere. I had to look for it.
Well, let me look, see if I find it.
Okay. Judy says, I am tired. Look, somebody texting me here. Somebody telling me what? Slim, you work on Walton Street, not Wall Street.
Ooh, they hitting you hard, boy.
And like he not even in the show, but he sending me a text.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Where Walton Street? That was our show.
Walton's Mountain.
Okay.
That was the Walt the.
All right. Look. Hey. But Ellis in early tonight, boy. 7:19, boy.
Oh, I found it, Anselm.
Yeah, send it.
No, that's not it. That's your emoji. You
Yeah.
ain't save it, man. It in there.
I'll look for it. Ellis in early tonight, boy. Oh God, Ellis. Ellis coming earlier than Eugene, you know. Ellis. Hello, Ellis.
It's not there. I ain't finding it.
We go.
But you was
Ellis.
you were saying what Judy had said. What became of what Judy was saying.
Oh yeah. Judy was saying, I am tired, fed up of helpless citizens of TNT. All I'm hearing is complaint, bumping gums, and will not one have a profound action and solution to this gang in Parliament. You know, it's funny, eh? And we have something. We have a video to it. We want to address what's going on in Trinidad with respect to the gangs, eh? And what the American government is going to do in Haiti. So Ellis here inside. Ellis say what? Wall Street. We go take that watch away from her in Trinidad. Jail, we don't allow watch. Where you want watch in jail for? You're planning a jailbreak. Diana.
Poor
What?
Diane.
Poor
What he
Diana. He says they go take the watch away from you in Trinidad.
I ain't paying. I'm not paying. There's no mind.
In jail, we don't allow watch. Where you
I'm
want
not paying.
watch in jail for? You're
I
planning
am
a
not paying
jailbreak.
Ellis Laborde any mind.
Oh God.
Yeah, I didn't find it on them. You didn't upload it. It's not here.
No. I don't think it there.
Yeah, I can't look.
Yeah. Alice says send them away.
And I don't know how to upload it.
Yeah, disrespectful. Yeah, Victor. Very disrespectful. Judy says evening to Keisha, Albert, Montano, Nadia, Hailey, Rose, Joan, Miss Cuva, welcome back.
Hey, look. Mean Gene coming, boy. Good night,
Yeah,
WZYE.
Nah. Let me see that answer. I'm not putting my son by Rose to school. Which words he wrote needs to acknowledge, especially for Heinz to see. Yeah, we go. I'll do a little video. I'll do a quick video. Victor
Mean Gene, you got a new device?
They have no value for self and their race.
Oh.
Judy, people fed up suffering from these demons in Trinidad. Yeah. Victor says preparing reports meeting Sunday at 11 a.m. Hey, I say Potong always want to eat but can't cook. Hey, Eiley, stop throwing words for Ulrich. Eh? Stop throwing words for Ulrich because Ulrich is in his business and he's doing very well with his dogs. But 7:34 Eugene coming. But Eugene, good night.
But I just told you so.
No, I know. I was just re-acknowledging him. Yeah. Oh, so I want to go to this one here. Let me go to this one. Let me go to this one first, because and I want to let you listen to this. Listen carefully. Listen to this.
Going back to that period of opposition, you have some people who are now putting themselves forward for leadership positions in the PNM that seem to have just sprung up with the announcement of this internal election. Some of them have spent the last 7 years of a PNM government in power since 2015 doing nothing but criticizing and like little potongs barking.
All I hear what the man said, right? So anybody who is running, right? For example, Ronald Boynes is a potong. Barack is a potong. Karen Nunes, as far as he's concerned, is a potong. But listen to this, Let me finish with this, Stuart Young, I will talk to you when I finish. Go ahead.
At our ankles as though they are the opposition. And now they want to put themselves forward and call themselves, firstly, PNM members, and then secondly, want to be PNM leaders.
All right? So I want to say something to Stuart Young. Stuart Young, you came into the PNM party publicly, around 2010, 2011. And Stuart Young, when the PNM was in opposition, 2010 to 2015, I want to call 4 names for you, Stuart Young, and I want you to answer, Stuart Young, where are these people today after they put in all that work between 2010 and 2015 in opposition? St. Anne's East, John Thomas. Stuart Young, where is she? Stuart Young? She was the MP for St. Anne's East. Where is she, Stuart Young? All the work she put in, where she is now. Secondly, Port of Spain, St. Anne's West, Patricia McIntosh. Stuart Young, where is Patricia McIntosh now? She put in all that work in when they were in opposition between 2010 and 2015, Stuart Young. Where is this Stuart Young? And where were you, Stuart Young? Thirdly, Fitzgerald Jeffrey from Labre. Stuart Young, what about him? He was the MP in 2010 to 2015, Stuart Young. Where is he now, Stuart Young? Where is he? Where is he now, Stuart Young? Let me go on. Lavantel West, Nylon Hippolyte, the MP between 2010 and 2015. Stuart Young, where is he now? All that work he put in opposition, Stuart Young. And when they win in 2015, where is he, Stuart Young? And finally, Aruka Moloney, Alicia Hospitalis. Stuart Young, where is she, Stuart Young? Where is she? All the hard work she put in between 2010 and 2015. And Stuart Young, where are those 5 individuals? Just 5. And you want to come and talk about them people sitting on the sidelines? What about all the hard work? Where were you, Stuart Young? Where were you? Where were you? Stuart Young, and all the money your brother gained with NCB Global. Talk about that now, Stuart Young. How about that, Stuart Young? All the money all they're getting from the on the backs of these people, on the backs of these potongs. Yes, Stuart Young, on the backs of these potongs. Or they're making all kind of money, but you are the disrespectful nerve to come and call people potongs. Boy, you see all you do deserve nothing in this PNM party, right? You calling people potongs. You're too damn disrespectful, right? They should kick you out of Balize. You come around, you just Stuart Young lately. You just come lately and you want to talk about people winning this party for years. You know, nylon he pull it from Laventil West. Eh? You know how long he toiled in the vineyard? For 5 years? Alicia Hospitalis toiled in the vineyard for 5 years. And when 2015, they kicked them to the curb. And you want to come and talk? Stuart Young, look. And you know, all your PNM people, all you allowing people like Stuart Young to come and do things like that. All you allowing that. Why all you allowing that? Why all you allowing that? I could never allow Stuart Young and them to come and do people that. Eh? You coming and calling people pothouns. These are pothouns. You know that you disrespecting people. People do hard work for the PNM party, and you come and talk about who's a pothong and who's not a pothong. You're wicked and evil, Stuart Young. You're wicked and evil, right? They should kick you out. But people are pothong. And I don't want to go down a certain road, eh? I don't want to go down a certain road. But Stuart Young, you're sending mixed signals, eh, Stuart Young? When you calling people pothongs, you're sending mixed signals. You're sending mixed signals, Stuart Young. Watch yourself, you know.
So what, bloodhounds discriminate against pothongs?
All I go say to me is sending mixed signals. All I go say that. And the PNM people need to stand up. Or they need to stand up. You go have he go on a platform and he calling Ronald Bonds is a pothong. Karen Nunes is a pothong. Barak is a pothong. All them people is pothong.
Yeah. And Anselm, the Caribbean dictionary defines pothong as a mongrel dog, a dog of indeterminate breed, an extremely hungry dog of unknown parentage, typically found wandering the streets.
That's what he calling PNM people. That's what he calling PNM people. He calling all your hungry dogs. Hungry dogs, all he is. Eh? And that man want to be chairman of the party. That is who we go put as chairman of this party. Right? Calling all your hungry dogs, all them PNM people. Where they was. Eh? Stuart Young and them. Yeah. Hungry dogs.
Watch now. Yeah. And the last person to refer that I know recently to refer to what we call them, who they seem as adversary is Donald Trump. Remember when he called his Omarosa and his chief of staff? You call them dogs? Huh? Yeah. Okay then. But perhaps using the canine insult, he wants to dehumanize the adversaries, the people he perceives as threats to him.
Yeah. You calling people and our party that's made up of mostly people that look like me. People that look like me, and you calling them pothongs. Eh? People that look like me and you calling them pothongs, Stuart Young, you see all your boy? Yep. All your wicked and evil boy.
And there's a famous philosopher and professor who studied dehumanization and racism. He wrote a book on the subject, Less Than Human. And Smith said leaders who use dehumanizing rhetoric to elicit fear and solidarity against some perceived existential threat from others. Stuart Young sees Karen Nunes Teixeira, all them other people, Penelope Beckles, can we call it? All them is pothong threats to him, to his survival inside the PNM party.
And then let me say this, none of them, not one of them go come out publicly and call for Stuart Young to apologize. Not one of them. So maybe they are really pothongs in truth. Maybe he's right.
Well,
maybe he's right.
If they really care, they have an opportunity by the end of the month to make a statement.
Yep.
Correct.
And ain't he going up for some position in the party too?
Chairman. He's going up for chairman.
Oh, so all they want this man looking over.
And Pothong's going to vote for him. I said that Pothong's he want to go and vote for him.
Go and vote for him.
Look, you see Stuart Young and them fellas and them know what tree to climb, you know. Them fellas and them know what tree to climb. You understand? You big and bad. Let me play it again. I want to play it again. All you see the crowd?
Going back to that period of opposition.
Look at the makeup of the crowd there. Watch the makeup of the crowd. All you see the makeup of the crowd. Right? Okay?
You have some people who are now putting themselves forward for
You see, he says some people,
Yeah.
He says some people,
Yeah.
right? Let me continue.
Leadership positions.
So some people, so anybody putting himself up for leadership position.
So answer him, he's a pothouнд too.
Look.
In the PNM that seem to have just sprung up.
Seem to have just sprung up, right? Sprung up. Karen Nunes Shisheva was a finance minister in Trinidad and Tobago, right? Ronald Boynes was some other thing in the party for years. He didn't just spring up, right? The fellow named Barack, right? He said he was a PNM member since whenever it was, right? But them just spring up. All the rest of them, Dane Wilson, who ran for social media officer, he just sprung up. He just sprung up, right? Maybe my partner, well, no, my partner, he's on them side.
With the announcement of this internal election, some of them have spent the last 7 years of a PNM government in power.
You hear that? They'll spend the last 7 years. So Stuart Young telling you, watch. I always supposed to be at my beck and call. Well, there was the last 7 years. Stuart Young, from 2011, where you was, Stuart Young? When there was an opposition, Stuart Young? When you was? Stuart Young? From 2010 to, anybody know Stuart Young from 2010 to 2015? I never hear Stuart Young.
Not.
Told me you didn't know Stuart Young?
Nope.
I never, Stuart Young, where you was when there was an opposition? I never hear nothing no Stuart Young. I never even hear about Stuart Hall. I never hear nothing about
a roll, boy.
Power since 2015, doing nothing but criticizing and like little pothongs.
You see, like little pothongs. Always Stuart Young telling all you, always pothongs.
Mongrels.
All you like dog, all you hungry. Pothongs are hungry. They're hungry. Hungry. Stuart Young, all the millions they have and them pothongs are them hungry.
Barking at our ankles.
Backing at your ankles. Backing at your ankles. Yeah? Backing at you. All them pothong and them, they're backing at your ankles. Yes, Stuart Young.
They are the opposition. And now they want to put themselves forward and call themselves, firstly, PNM members.
Stuart Young, if you're a lifetime member, what does that mean? Tommy, help me now, man. If it's a lifetime member, what does that mean? You're not PNM member for life?
No, you're the UNC.
Didn't you pay your dues, whatever it costs? If it costs 5,000, you pay your 5,000, and Stuart Young now is no judge and jury to figure out whether you're a PNM member or not.
Hey, well, he's getting paid more dues.
And then secondly, want to be PNM leaders.
And I want to read something for you. Let me get this here. Where I have it, boy. I want to read something for you. I have it right here. Because you see, boy, we who are saying that we are serious PNM, we had to put them fellas in check and we had to call a spade a spade. You can't be hiding no more, hiding behind this thing. You know? Where this thing going now, boy? Okay, let me see something. Here we go. All right, here we go. Right? I want to read something because Alexa Potong is a hybrid dog. Ulrich, you should know, man. You should know. But listen, you know, somebody bring that to my attention. They say, and Slim Boy, you have to go back and listen because you can't listen to everything. You have to have people who can tell you. And when I went and I listened to this thing, boy, I went running, you know. I was running when I hear that, boy. I said, boy, really and truly, boy, that man called PNM people potong, boy. People who might could vote for he, and he telling them there is potong.
Yeah.
Oh God, boy. Oh God. And all right, hold on. Let me get this here. I want to read something for you because what is supposed to happen is that the party put out some policies regarding the internal election, right? There's policies we have to follow. You know, I agree with that. I think that's a great idea, that there are policies that people should follow in the internal election, right? But I want to read it for you all. Here we go. Here it is. I want to read it for you all. Let me see if it go open. I want to read it for you all. Let me see if it go open here. You know, when you need these things to open, it doesn't want to open. Yeah, but anyway, I'll wait for it to open. All right. There's been policies and procedures that's been put in place for the internal election in the PNM. Right? And it appears to me that we have to get to Camille Robinson wages too. Right? We had to take she on too. Because she talking about how, you know, all of them talking all kind of thing. All right, here we go. Let me see which one is it here, buddy. Which one is it? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Now, listen, I'm reading directly from a report from the PNM. This is a PNM report. The Election Supervisory Committee. And under candidates, it said this. This is what it states. Upon submitting their nomination form for an election to a position, all candidates shall be subject to the following provisions of this code of conduct for the duration of the election period. Right? Number 3 says, candidates shall not direct or promote abusive attacks or innuendos at other candidates or their family members. Let me repeat that. Candidates shall not direct or promote abusive attacks on or innuendos at other candidates or their family members. Now, Camille Regis Robinson attacked Karen Nunes Teixeira, her sister and her mother, and talking about Karen went in curlers to take out money from Clico. But Camille Regis Robinson had to answer to the $93,000 cash she went and deposit in the bank. Right? If she want Karen to answer a question, Camille also have to answer a question. We go get to that too. But listen to the other one. The other one is this. This is number 5. Candidates shall not use language that is disparaging, distasteful, abusive, indecent, or inflammatory. Let me repeat that. Candidates shall not use language that is disparaging, distasteful, abusive, indecent, or inflammatory. So, I wonder if Short Young get this boy. No, I something had to be wrong with me, man.
Oh God.
Oh, Tommy, come on now, man, Tommy.
I'm wary. I'm wary. As a matter of fact, I hope we could get over this soon enough.
Tommy, it's just so let me go to the next one quickly. The other one, right? Talking about disparaging, right? So listen to this one. All right, hold on. Listen to this one. Listen to this one. This is the other one.
Into Robinson Regis 2016 bank transaction now at standstill. A 15-page report dated April 8, 2016, on an internal investigation conducted by First Citizens on the transactions to determine whether the information accessed by the media came from within the bank, says, the findings revealed that on January 8, 2016, at approximately 11:45 a.m., the Honorable Minister of Planning Mrs. Camille Robinson Regis visited the First Citizens Arima branch to conduct several transactions. She was attended to by a customer service representative. Mrs. Robinson Regis rarely visits the branch, and when she does it is to make deposits. She was taken to a cubicle where she received and verified cash deposit and cash loan payment for $93,800 and $50,000, respectively. The cash was taken to the teller area and given to a teller who processed both transactions. The report says that on January 11, 2016, FCB requested via email a scanned copy of the source of funds declaration, with supporting documents for the transaction conducted, after receiving an alert that a transaction over $90,000 was conducted on her account. On January 12, 2015, the bank contacted Mrs. Robinson Regis asking that she supply documentation for the source of funds. Mrs. Robinson Regis advised the bank she would contact Republic Bank and they would send copies to FCB. 2 Republic Bank statements for the periods September 1, 2015 to September 30 and October 1, 2015 to October 31, 2015 respectively were sent. These statements, however, did not show the transactions dated January 8, 2016. Camille Robinson Regis must come clean with the public of Trinidad and Tobago about the $93,000 cash deposit to clear her name.
And this is the same person who is standing
Has this
up.
ever been done?
Huh?
Has
No.
this ever been? Okay,
No.
so it's still pending.
Well, I know if it's still pending, but you know how things is in Trinidad.
It's going to take forever and ever. You're almost approaching top of the hour.
Yeah, but the sad part is that they're not supposed to be talking about any issues that are disrespectful, disparaging, none of those issues. And she was on the platform. When we come back, we're going to hear what she has to say. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay. It's in the village with that triplet. We'll be right back after the short.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
A doggy is nothing if you don't have a bone. Who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Hey! The party was nice, the party was pumping. Hey, yippee-yi-yo, and everybody having a ball. Yeah, man, yippee-yi-yo. Until the man they start then calling. Oh, yippee-yi-yo. Then them girls respond to the call. A young woman shout out, who let the dogs out? Who let the dogs out? Last year in the dance, you had a ball. You come and me leave and get tell. Get back, Nuffy, must Nuffy. Get back, you be infested, man. Who let the dogs out? 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 Where are the pit bulls? Where are the pit bulls? If I had to wheel and pull down the music, hey, yippee-yi-yo, because the thing getting out of hand. Yeah, man, yippee-yi-yo, because everybody started singing it. Oh, yippee-yi-yo, from the DJ to the barman, I hear the party singing. Last year in the dance, you had a ball, you come and Millie Bog and Skettle. Get back, Coffee, man, Coffee, get back, you be infested, man. Who let the dogs out? 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 Now listen. Follow me with this. What direction is that way? What direction is that way? Is that south? Is that south? All right. All the big dogs, all the pit bulls, all the chihuahuas, all the Pompex, all the Dalmatians, point your boomsy south. Point your boomsy south. I'm coming down there. What's up, code? Give me some. You want to help Uncle Anston down? You want to help me down? I want to see your boomsy this way.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Mongrels.
Yeah.
Get back.
Get back.
Hey, I Slim, nice songs, boy. Tommy, you pick some good songs, boy.
I
who let
dig them songs.
who let the dogs out, boy? You see. Until we decide that, and until we decide that, if you are supporting our party, what mostly happens is that people support our party, and if things are not going good with the party, they jump out and go with the next party.
Hmm.
If things ain't going with that party, they jump out and go with the next party. I refuse to follow what most people want to do. I refuse to. I refuse to. I
But
was
they gonna kick you out.
well, I mean, how they will kick me out? Yeah, they
They
could
gonna
kick me
they
out.
gonna take away that card from you
Yeah, they could
and
kick me out.
send you packing. You and your building in Chumaka.
Well, no, of course they can do whatever they want. It's their pleasing, right? But they have to talk. Listen. But you see, that's why there's the court, and sometimes you have to go directly to the Privy Council, because sometimes you don't get justice in Trinidad, you get just dust. You know what I mean? So
So you're not gonna give the CCJ a chance.
to me, I don't know, boy. Tommy, I'm up in the air about that, boy, because too many cases going to the Privy Council and getting overturned. Too many.
Hmm.
Too many cases, man.
Hmm.
Can we be a fair and equitable people in the Caribbean as far as don't involve politics
Mm.
and justice system? Can we do that?
And the corruption.
For the more corruption.
Oh, there we go. There we go. What we need to do, we need to look at where most of the countries in the Caribbean are on the corruption index, and will give you a great indication,
Hmm. Yep.
right? If most of us are high on the corruption index, Tommy, what the difference that CCJ will make?
They're
So
right up there.
are we saying that the Privy Council is incorruptible?
Well, nah. You think a Trinidadian could go to UK and corrupt them justices on them?
Nope.
You think so?
At all. They may
You
attempt
think,
to.
you think them go take that chance to go to UK and try to corrupt them judge?
No.
They may attempt to, but they may not be successful.
Yeah. All kind of news coming in here. I mean, oh God. I have a partner here. I don't know, but like he like they give you a dozen red sunglasses.
Oh Lord. We say that.
He ain't seen too good.
You do that.
He said Slim, through that Slim, you can't get anything with the PNM, so you're against the PNM. See, you see that kind of you see
What that again?
yeah, what he say? He said true that. This is in our group here. True that Slim, that you can't get anything with PNM, so you're against the PNM. That what you say?
You need to come on for that sorrel drink and try a shandy or
Now
something.
that is internalized oppression. you might even know what that is. That is
You need
internalized.
to put down that sorrel and pick up a stag or something or a morby or what blue drink they have.
Yeah, I mean, Judy says, what is the solution for the citizens, please? It must have some legal action to take to get them out. It needs election now. Bring Shane Mohammed on, please, or die.
Yeah, they should call election now, Andrew. That's what they should do.
But
Call general election now.
But all I'm saying is that
Call general election now.
that's not realistic.
Yeah.
We are trying to do things that are not realistic. We have to do things we have to try to accomplish things because the last time the person called a snap election, well, let's see what happened.
Yeah, but
That mistake is not going to be made again. It's just not going to be made again. So calling for snap election and all kind of thing. I mean, it didn't make it much. Well, I mean, that's your opinion. You could call for a snap election, but it ain't gonna happen.
No, but
so
you can.
they're not going to call for a snap election because they know they're going to lose.
But whether they lose or they win, is the constitution changed?
No.
What's gonna really change? What
Well,
is?
how are we gonna get to change the constitution?
Oh,
You know,
I'm saying the two options that people are looking at this particular time. Are they gonna present any formidable solutions? Or is it gonna be
so
more the same, or my chance to loot the treasury? What is it?
no. I think it'll be different. Now listen to this, eh? Um, I don't know how Capiza reason to these kind of things. I mean, I don't want to go into his mind because if I go in there, I don't know what I'll see. Right? He says, on some, you want white man to make ruling.
Huh?
Right? I mean, I don't understand that. When I said anything about the Privy Council, did I call any race or anything?
No.
Did I say whether I mean, I don't know if it's all white people in the Privy Council, if it's different, if different people make up the Privy Council. I don't know. How could you come to that conclusion?
Well, I spoke to a young lady there in Trinidad who's trying to find work, and I could safely say she's over 40, right, because of the ages of her children, you know. And she said she sent over 100 resumes out. No work. They're not calling her. There's no work, right? So I said to myself, she said maybe there's an age discrimination thing going on. She don't know, but there's no work. Not getting any responses.
Is she from East Port of Spain?
Who's that?
The
No,
same here.
well,
Who's
she's
that?
she's currently domiciled in
Okay.
the Caroni area. You know who it is, Tommy, too. Remember the young lady? You remember when you went and stood up in a institution for a while?
Okay, I got
That
it.
one, right? So it's there's no work, and I'm telling you, in the next general election, that is going to be the elephant in the room. What are you offering young people? And don't come and give lip service now, eh? They want to see tangible proof. Because I'm telling you, you don't have that old stalwart people, they're not depending on them old stalwart people alone. You're depending on young people who are now eligible to vote and have nothing to do. Okay. Don't listen to me, eh? Don't listen to me. Come with the same, like you say, red tricks and try and fool the people, right? I want that young vote in Trinidad and Tobago is going to swing this thing, the pendulum, in a total different direction. When it happens, remember you record this part and remember I tell you so. They're gonna swing it in a totally different direction. The young people don't want to hear it. They want to know what you're doing for them, what opportunities you're making available for them. How is my life going to be better? How is Trinidad? Am I going to get a job when I come out of university? When I live in Laventille, am I able to go anywhere and get a job in Trinidad and Tobago? All right. Only don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. That is going to be the deciding factor. And women, they want to feel safe in the country. They want to feel safe walking the streets. Okay? If you do not pander to the women and the young voters, okay, don't listen to Diana. And let's see how it's going to go. Oh.
Mr. Welcome to Carice. Welcome. Look, at the end of the day, right? We know that people are calling for elections now, right? And we know that ain't happening. It just ain't happening. I mean,
Okay.
not because I'm supporting the PNM, I'm saying that, but it's not happening, right? In the meantime, what are we going to do? What are people going to do? What are they going to do? Because, you know, one set of group want to go out and march. And now, for example, listen to this, right? Listen to what Fitzgerald Hines says with regard to what happened in Rose Hill and Laventille. Let's listen to what Fitzgerald Hines had to say. Listen to this. What Fitzgerald Hines had to say, right? And the Minister of Education had to come and contradict him, right? Let me see what he says here. I think this is it here. Look, this is it here. I think this is it.
To call for Fitzgerald Hines' resignation now for these insensitive comments posted on his Facebook page recently. The video of the children of the Rose Hill RC School in Laventille laying themselves onto the ground at the sound of automatic gunfire, and in which the voice of the teacher telling them shoo 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 shoo, signaling that they keep quiet, was quite misleading. You could be forgiven for thinking
I mean, are we missing something, man?
Yeah.
Are we? I mean, it when you watch that video, that is what comes out of your mouth? Or that's what you write on your Facebook page?
Maybe you just get from sleeping.
That it could be quite misleading?
Rose Hill RC School in Laventille laying themselves onto the ground at the sound of automatic gunfire, and in which the voice of the teacher telling them shoo 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 shoo, signaling that they keep quiet, was quite misleading.
It was misleading.
What was misleading? When you watch those children on the floor, what was misleading about them children on the floor, man?
That is so insensitive.
What was I mean, and this guy's a minister of national security, boy. And children that are going to be traumatized for the rest of their life. You saying it was somewhat misleading?
Anyway, your favorite words are the fish that's been rotten from the tail, you know.
Tommy, absolutely correct.
We have to realize that there's one person who has to take responsibility for all of these
missteps.
And while we're at it, and somebody had attacked you, right, on a post saying, "Oh, when school shooting, Joe Biden, go and talk to Joe Biden." But those little African children, you know me, the Bajan here now, the little African children being traumatized by some African fools or whoever. But let me back up. Some Trinbagonian fools. God, they're shooting for territory that they don't have no deed to. Do you have a deed to where you're telling you can't come up here and you can't go down here? Or you have deeds to those things that you can take to the bank and do stuff? No. So yeah, I don't know what this is shooting about. How come Dr. Rowley or what's her name? Gatsby Dolly ain't make no visit up in that area yet?
No, but how could you be shooting for so long? There's a police station not very far away. I'm sure they're hearing it, and nobody seemed to get up off their butt
Well,
and get up.
that's what they don't care. They don't care. But I'm appealing to those fellas. What you shooting for? You don't own a deed to the street that you trying to tell somebody don't come with the land, don't come up here, don't go down here. Sit down and think. Put down the where have all this shooting and say, what is we really shooting at each other for? Why are we doing this? Who
Regardless
are
of
we
what,
appeasing?
regardless
What
of
we
what
shooting at one another for?
law enforcement had a right to step in as soon as shots were fired, and they could hear it was audible. Because I'm sure if it's audible in the school, it is audible all around, and people naturally would call 911, or 999 or whatever it is. They have to
I don't know
respond right
what
away.
are you shooting for? Why only shooting? And how these terrorizing your own little neighbor, children that probably is your relatives. You know what? A year, 40 years from now, all they're still gonna be shooting. You can't come up here. Don't come down here. You belong to that. Does that make any sense?
And when the dust was
But
cleared, an innocent person lost her life.
that don't make no kind of sense to me, right? It doesn't. And then on top of that, right? When you don't make economic opportunity available to persons like that, what do you expect for people like that? The people poor, they have no economic opportunity advancement. There's no industry investing. If industry is investing in Trinidad and Tobago to planning to hire people, please let me know. Please let me know. And I will take back my statement. Right? Please let me know what industries come into Trinidad and Tobago to set up shop, with the prospects of hiring 98% literate individuals, 90 percentile, right? Right? Any industry, major industries looking to set up shop there. And if they do come, why are you discriminating now locally, people that are there already, discriminating against people who list their address as Lavantil? And you ain't want to give them a chance at a job. And you all wonder why they're shooting at each other. So you see where it goes? You see where the problem is? Perhaps the young men and them, they need something to do. They need something to do. And I was having a discussion with a very, versed individual when the fella from DSS started that enterprise, I want to call it, right? They said that there were no robberies. The crime was really, really low. The person said it to me. When DSS was going on, people had access to capital to do stuff. There wasn't so much crime, but they come and they shut down the fella. Shut him down. And then you want to go when people like David Muhammad, Dr. Muhammad, stand up and say, "Oh yeah, from the time somebody stands up for us and try to do something, we racist." I'm telling you, which is you want? What we really want? You want a law-abiding society where everyone has access, to a job and capital and whatnot, or you want this disparity between the two and the 1%ers? Who's shaking the ants jar? Who is shaking the ants jar, causing you all to interact with each other that way? Who is shaking the jar? Look and see. For the most part, Trinbagonians get along well until somebody shake the ants jar. All you need to pay attention to things I tell you all. Who is shaking the jar? They're the ones that are benefiting. And while you're all grabbing, killing, and shooting at each other. Stuart Young come and call people pothounds and making millions on business entities, him and his family. And because you all want to step up to the party to take it in a different direction, you're a mongrel. Let me go from what the Caribbean dictionary said the pothong is a mongrel. Huh? Or they wake up and smell the coffee, eh? That is your country. What is it? How are you gonna write Trinidad and Tobago story? This is what y'all want? The same thing over and over every year? Nah, you gotta fix it. Fix it now. Fix it now, once and for all. And it has to start with shifting people with these certain philosophies and ideas. You calling people pothongs? So because Mr. Sheriff stands up and says, I don't like what's going on. She's a pothong. She's a mongrel. Stuart Young, shame on you. Shame on you. Well, it's disgusting with it, man. I'm gonna get some water. I'm gonna drink a pill and slim. Let me find a yellow pill here.
Now, don't drink the pill. Take the pill. Let me listen.
You could be forgiven for thinking that gunmen were actually on the compound. They were not. In fact, the actual shooting took place about 200 meters away. This video, which went viral, came to my attention only yesterday. The event occurred on Monday. The COP and the Senior Superintendent Port of Spain Division briefed me on the facts. The school administration made it quite clear that the children were not ever, from that incident, at peril of any physical danger. It was the trauma and fear that gripped them all. Sadly, this was not the first time. Within recent weeks, they had this unfortunate experience on a couple of occasions. So often.
Oh, God.
You need a drastic change in Trinidad and Tobago. Fed up. Same thing every day. Gas station, people pumping gas at the gas station. They steal, taking the people's car, and they going inside and rob the gas station too. But women,
actually, that the board taught and their schools practice a routine of getting down whenever gunshots are heard. Chances are that depending on where they live, very unfortunately, they may have experienced this at home as well.
What you say? What you say, Hansel? What you say?
You say they may have experienced this at home as well.
Oh, Lord, Father.
I don't know how this guy trying to justify anything by saying that. So what it is, if I experience it at home, it's okay for me to come to school and experience the same thing?
Absolutely. And then I saw a dialogue. They talk about moving the school too. Why they don't move the school? I'm like, what type of madness you all telling me?
Plan and what needs the I in my entire area.
Yeah.
There's
you went out.
Oh, he said we hearing him. Oops.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you.
I'm saying if you could depopulate the entire area, that's the plan, to depopulate the area.
Let's finish listening to this guy, man. This is so depressing, huh?
Having visited the school and toured the general area, the people of the community laid the facts bare and indicated the outcomes they seek. DCP Christopher and Lieutenant Kal Singh of the TTDF attended to the technical security issues and gave the school administration the assurance that state action will be such that classes can resume safely come Monday. Speaking to the media, who I did not call, after my walk, I called on the young men, who were used as blind and misguided gophers by the gang leaders, to think about their futures, and that of the children in their one families and community.
I don't know, boy. I feel like there's a ministerial virus going around. And these guys are just saying whatever comes to their mind, and that's it. Whatever comes to their mind, they say. What's on your mind comes out your mouth. Is that what they say? That's what it is. You know, it's sad. Now listen to the Minister of Education. Oh God.
Dr. Nyan Gadsby Dolly contradicts Minister of National Security Fitzgerald Hines. Rose Hill RC incident traumatized students, teachers. What exactly does Minister Hines expect to achieve by saying, you could be forgiven for thinking that gunmen were actually on the compound? They were not. In fact, the actual shooting took place about 200 meters away. It baffles us that the minister could actually believe that putting the proximity of the shooting a little further away from the yard of the Rose Hill RC school somehow makes the situation less grave. Education Minister Dr. Nyan Gadsby Dolly says while hearing gunshots near the Rose Hill RC school is not new, the most recent occurrence has left teachers and students of the school traumatized. She was speaking at a Youth Training Employment and Partnership Program (YTEP) graduation ceremony at the Queen's Park Oval on Friday morning. On Monday, gunmen from Argyle Street, Gonzales, tried to enter Richardson Lane, Laventille. A 10-minute shootout resulted. No one was injured or killed. But videos were circulated on social media and went viral of children at Rose Hill RC Primary School, Lucole Street, Laventille Road, being told by teachers to take cover during the gunfight. The school will reopen on Monday. Gadsby Dolly said, teachers and students at that school are not accustomed to hearing gunshots in that area, you know. So if they were...
You hear what she said? She said they're not accustomed, but Fitzgerald Hines saying something totally different. You know, and that's sad, man. It's sad.
Were traumatized to that extent, you can imagine what it was like. She said she was listening to a radio talk show when a caller said police can't be everywhere and predict what everyone will do at all times, to which she agreed. There are two sides to a coin, she said. She said while police have a role and duty, what are we to do about people, and our community members? What are we to do about the choices that we make and how we handle conflict and frustration? She said this country is facing difficult times not only financially, but you are seeing the level of violence in our communities. She referred to a murder-suicide on Friday morning in which 42-year-old teacher Keisha Bostick was killed by her estranged husband in San Fernando. This happened meters away from the Anstey Memorial Girls Anglican School. She urged the graduates, who are now certified in hair braiding, weaving and barbering, to make the right decisions and be upstanding members of their communities. The 139 graduates are from Beetham Gardens, Maloney, and Chaguanas. It's not easy in our country, it's not easy in our world, but that does not mean there are not good things happening. She told the graduates they have a chance to be shining lights. We don't want communities where children are scared and hiding under tables in school. That is not the community we want. She said the types of communities needed are those with people who take the opportunities presented to them and change their lives.
With that in mind, let me go to this thing here. With that in mind, and let me say congratulations to Keisha. And this is Keisha. Keisha, this is your son and I think your niece, right? So take a listen to this. This is two individuals who attended that same school that the Minister of Education and Fitzgerald Hines was talking about. Take a listen, take a look at this.
Giovanni Hanuman Clermont.
That's Keisha. Keisha, that's your son, right?
Giovanni Hanuman Clermont.
And that's UTT. No, I don't want to move that. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Remove. Okay, there is another one that I have. Let me see if I can find that one. Another one here. Let me see if I find that one. Here we go. Here we go. This is Takesha's son now and her niece.
The midnight oil she burn. Watching she I get to learn. Though it's lonely, depend only on the simple gifts that God bestowed. So I throw away big words like if and I drag me Lord. Against all odds. I heard the daily screams in the ghetto, but my dreams I never let go. Skin teeth friends tell me I can't make it, but my confidence they couldn't shake it. So go the place you're born notorious for gone.
There we have it, folks. Takesha's son and niece. From Rose Hill. There's Takesha.
Depend only on the simple gifts that God bestowed. So I throw away big words like if and I drag me Lord against all odds. Against all odds. I heard the daily screams in the ghetto, but my dreams I never let go. Skin teeth friends tell me I can't make it, but my confidence they couldn't shake it. So go the place you're born notorious for gone.
So there you have it, folks. That is Takesha family from Rose Hill. Let me see if I can get the if I can read what he put up on the picture. Let me see if I get it. I go to my pictures. Let me see if I could read what he put up on it. Okay, hold on. Okay. He says, that's what he says. Success is no accident. It is hard work, perseverance, learning, studying, sacrifice, and most of all, love of what you are doing or learning to do. Continue aiming for the stars, bro. P.S. Anyone that lives in the ghetto could become someone great in life. Okay, let me read the other one. He says, I'm actually a past student from Rose Hill Roman Catholic Primary School, and after watching that video, my heart was shattered. Despite all the challenges going on in the community, I just want these kids to know that everything will be fine, and don't ever let that stop you from chasing your dreams. If I can do it, you can. As the motto says, aim high. You all have full support, you know. I might end up, I don't see the rest here. Okay, I might end up giving back by teaching there. Right? You hear what the guy says? I'm actually a past student from Rose Hill Roman Catholic Primary School, and after watching that video, my heart was shattered. Despite all the challenges going on in the community, I just want these kids to know that everything will be fine, and don't ever let that stop you from chasing your dreams. If I can do it, you can. As the motto says, aim high. You all have my full support. Who knows? I might end up giving back by teaching there. #degree.
Very good.
There you have it. All right. And that's something that, you know, many of us who've been through these type of things actually want to give back. You know?
I say ghetto is not a place, it's a state of mind. Because honestly, if for whatever reason, can be many, those properties up in that area were to become available for sale, and the people decided moving out, certain people will buy them because of the view and stuff, and you'll see how they might change. You understand what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. Ghetto is your mind, and it's not a place.
So
state of mind.
Right. So Takesha said he came in and threatened them to cease fire. So right now it's ceasefire in Port of Spain. Who came in to Tekisha?
Who, Hines or the ACOP?
I don't know.
You see what gentrification is just looking in the wings. Wait.
And then you'll wonder what ghetto? What ghetto y'all talking about? Ghetto is a state of mind. It's not a place.
All right, boy. All right, boy. Comment there, boy. All right, afraid I comment too bad, boy.
No, but let me see.
Alright, comment on this. Alright, comment on this screen, eh?
So they have pot hung and they have shit hongs.
Well, all you should know he does breed dogs.
And it's a bloodhound too, and those who suck it out like vampires.
Yeah. Every still welcome.
So wait now. In essence, he's calling himself a pot hung too, because he going up for some part in the party too.
Who's that?
No. His challenges. He's describing as.
No, he's not going up for nothing.
I thought he went up for chairman.
Yeah, no, Stuart Young is going up for chairman. I thought you was talking about Fitzgerald Hines.
Right, so Evans, he's calling himself one too.
Yeah.
Is anybody opposing him?
Yeah. There are people opposing him. Let me see. I have the list here. Let me get the list. I have the list of who going for what. I just supposed to. Let me see if I have it here. I think I put it in here. Let me see if I have it. Yeah, they have a list of all. Started. Let me see. Hold on, eh?
What you do with it, Angela? I mean, I'm running this thing. You're hiding the videos. The people want to see Oric dogs for sale.
No, I don't. I think people want to.
Man, put up the thing, man. People want to see that breed, man. That look like a pretty breed.
I don't think people want to hear you munching either.
Oh shoot! I'm sorry.
Let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to find.
I'm actually sipping tea.
The list of all these people who was running. Oh, here we go. I'll just find it. So, the political leader is Dr. Keith Rowley, Karen Nunes Teixeira, Junior Barrack, and Ronald Boynes. The chairman is Stuart Young, Kenneth Butcher, and Farid Hove Masai. Vice chairman is Nine Gadsby Dolly and Rondell Donovan. Brian Manning dropped out. Lady vice chairman, Miss $93,000 cash deposit. Camille, $93,000 cash deposit. Robinson Regis is unopposed. Foster Cummins is unopposed. Assistant Secretaries Patricia Alexis, Daniel Duque, and Janelle John Bates. Somebody else dropped out. I don't know who else dropped out. Education officers Laurel Ozama Leasing and Clayton Bachman. Elections officer is Inda Parasram, Leslie Lynch, Victor Phillip, and Kino Romeo. Field officer is David Trim, Curtis Shade. I think might be one of these guys here who dropped out. Might have been Curtis Shade, I think. I'm not sure. David Trim, Curtis Shade, Terrence B. Pat, Abdon Mason, and Jose Tib. Labor Relations Officer Jennifer Baptiste Primus and Christian Fleming. Operations Officer Irene Hines and Ebba Steele Atong. Public Relations Officers Faris Alwari, who's unopposed. Social Media Officers Kwesi Robinson, Dominic Romain, Dane Wilson, and Crystal Howard. Treasurer is Anthony Davis, Kazem Hossain, and Salian Holdip. Welfare Officers is Maxine Richard and Alicia Hospitalis. And Youth Officer is Janice Scott and Endale Young. So there you have it. That's what's going on in that election.
But I hear your name.
Yeah, my name on the next page.
Anselm, wasn't Dominic Romaine with Jack Warner's party with ILP very
He was
prominent?
he was the chairman of ILP.
I thought so. I thought he was very prominent in the
2000
Hey,
ILP.
weren't you serve a protocol letter about making that statement?
No, he ran for Dabadi O'Meara in 2010.
That's right.
And he was the ILP chairman in 2000. And he said to people that he's been a PNM member since 2007.
Yeah, boy.
Think about it, eh? How could you be a PNM member since 2007? And in 2010, right, you was a candidate for the ILP. And you was
Double
chairman
dip.
of the ILP. And in,
Double dip.
and in 2015, right, when the PNM went, I think it's 2015, either 2015 or 2020, he's now sitting on a board. He was appointed to a board. Imagine. And Stuart Young and them talking about people sitting down on the sidelines. You understand? Stuart Young talking about people sitting down on the sidelines. Stuart Young, always a bunch of jokers, you know. All should be in a circus. And do not call people clowns, eh? I tell people from Trinidad that clowns are the most intelligent people in the circus. Jokers, there are 4 of them in a pack. You understand? It couldn't have 1. They had to put 4. Right? 4 jokers in a pack. That's true, right, Tommy? There's 4 jokers, right?
I'm not so versed in it, but I would tend to think that you know what you're saying.
Okay. 4, yeah. Judy says, Diana, Ghetto is a name designed for only African people by American leaders, and Trini adopted. Anything
What you say? Ghetto, okay.
Anything negative impact Trini, follow them. Not enough positive impact.
It's a state of mind.
Yeah. Takesha said this should be published in the papers, highlighting good that's come out of these schools they're considering to relocate. Listener.
But if they don't want to hire you, they think they're going to put something in the papers. No, they want to hire you the minute you put Laventil on the application.
But Diana,
yeah?
If I am an MP for my constituency like Rosehill,
whenever
there is something positive, I will take my money and I will publish it in the newspapers.
Start painting the area good. Those are small things you can do.
I want people to send me stuff, positive stuff up in the community, and I will take my money and I will publish it in the newspapers. Right? You not to worry about just bring it from it and I will publish it. And not only that, but I will make sure and reach out to the media for the media to interview them too as well. You know, these guys have to be proactive. They're not being proactive, man. And the other thing is this, it is my belief that once a party is elected and you decide to become a minister, if you are in the party, in the executive, you should resign forthwith. Because think about it, Imbut is Minister of Finance, he's also chairman of the party. When Imbut have any time to be, he's also an MP for whatever his constituency. So he's an MP, he's a minister, and he's chairman of the party. When he has time to do all that work? When he has time to do all that work?
Never.
You understand? And that is things that needs to be changed in the party. One only person that will not change is the political leader. But everybody else, once you are elected to office, you become an MP and you're a minister, you're no longer, you have to resign, you have to change the constitution, and you have to resign. Because the party work's supposed to carry on, and the party supposed to be holding the government in check. Right? How Imbut go hold Imbut in check? How you go hold him in check?
Himself to himself.
Himself to himself. How is that?
Because he's a boss. What's wrong with you?
No, I mean this thing is serious thing. And that should be the way it should be. Anytime your party is elected, right? You should not.
He's a supernatural being. What Rose like to call him?
I don't know.
Rose, the creature with the foot turned backward.
Elijah Bless?
No.
What is that?
Oh, God, Rose like to call it. He gave it a D.
Dwayne.
Oh, Dwayne. Okay.
So
Now,
he's a magical creature, so he's able to do all that stuff.
Yeah, Takisha said they also play with All Stars too. Massey All
You see?
Stars.
Positive things.
Takisha, I'm very disappointed though. How they go play with Massey All Stars and leaving the number one band in the world, Desperado? Takisha, what is that? Takisha, how you encourage that?
Ooh.
I don't get that. How you encourage them to play with not the number one band in the world, Desperados, and you when them have to play for All Stars?
Man, let him play for that Cotelli All Stars, right?
No, Cotelli was
used to be Cotelli.
Cotelli was 1956.
Well, I let him go back to Cotelli. And what about the one in Kirep there, Shazando?
Yeah, that's a good band, boy. They just play good, boy. Yeah, that's a
Yep.
good.
They're a solid organization.
I almost got in there as a young girl, but the lady in the house said, no, girls don't play pan. So that was the end of my pan dream.
So David Mohammed sent a message to gangs in Trinidad and Tobago. Let's listen to Dr. David Mohammed's message.
Speak, the government of the United States of America are discussing sending in military troops into Haiti to deal with the gang problem over there. They're actually looking at sending in soldiers to combat the gangs in Haiti. But wait a minute. Trinidad and Tobago and Jamaica have a by far worse gang problem than Haiti does. Trinidad and Tobago has a much, much, much higher murder rate than Haiti has. As a matter of fact, our murder rate, based on the last statistics, is 5 times higher than that of Haiti. And Jamaica's is even higher than ours. So wait a minute. Why then, and how come the government of America are not discussing sending in troops or soldiers into Trinidad or Jamaica to deal with the gang problem? You want to know why? It is because some of the gangs in Haiti have organized themselves around a consciousness that is progressive and seen as an impediment against the system of those who control and create an economic empire of wealth for themselves and for their families. The gangs in Haiti have come together to affect the gas prices, to try to lower food prices. They have targeted politicians, kidnapped decision makers, and ensure that their long-term objectives are beyond just self-destruction. What are the gangs in Trinidad and Tobago doing? We're drinking, smoking, partying, gambling, cussing, and then shooting and killing each other while disrespecting our women and terrifying old ladies and small children? How long could that kind of lifestyle last? No, we have to start thinking on a progressive level. Organize, pool resources, come together. I've been saying it for years that let one gang open a restaurant right next door to the other gang's bakery. Let one gang open a dry cleaner next to the other gang's laundry. Let one gang open a restaurant next to the other gang's bakery. A lot of you brothers like to wear a lot of gold. Open up a jewelry store. But whatever it is, we must invest our money with some type of long-term, long-range progressive goal. Buy property, get land, grow your own food, work together in such a way that is not self-destructive to all of us. Because right now, the major conversation on the news in Trinidad and Tobago is between two sets of criminals. But they're all lawyers and politicians. And it's a discussion as to which ones are more corrupt and guilty than the others. The fact is that some of them are definitely criminals. We're just trying to sort out and figure out which ones it is. So in the High Court, they're summoning politicians, and both sides are conjuring up these arguments, saying, no, we're not the criminals, they're the criminals. The other side is saying, no, we're not the criminals, they're the criminals. But the fact is that they are criminals who are lawyers. So my main message to you is, you don't have to be a gangster and a criminal at the same time, in the same way that they are lawyers, attorneys, businessmen, investors, members of boards of directors and conglomerates, and politicians who are criminals. But they are not members of gangs, at least the kinds of gangs that they target. So it's time for us to start to think a lot more progressively. We have to settle our differences, come together with all of these powerful ideas that would uplift and develop our communities. We can work together in such a way with these investments, economic progress that would uplift where we live. And we will end that channel of poverty and impoverishment that we are experiencing in our communities. The only solution to this lies in our own hands, beloved. Let's put down the guns, put down the drugs, get conscious, and begin to work with one another.
A lot of people don't hear that, you know.
Word.
But this is an old one. Eh? Listen to Brother David, Mom.
Why do politicians justify the hardship that they impose on the public by constantly making references to the worst of other countries and comparing us to the worst of what other nations have to offer? So WZYE is on this disconnection drive, distressing so many poor people during a pandemic where everyone is being told, wash your hands. So then the Minister of Finance says, well, you know, Trinidad's water rates are the lowest. We're 1/5 of some other countries. And when they raised the price of gas 3 times, they said, oh, well, our gas prices are the lowest in the hemisphere. But why are you doing that to us? Why not compare us to the best of other countries? Why not talk about in America and Europe where there's water 24 hours a day and a guaranteed electricity reliable supply 24 hours a day, and the minimum wage in other countries, which is way higher than ours? Why not talk about Libya, where they ensure that every citizen had a house under Gaddafi, or in Cuba, where there's literally little or no vagrancy in comparison to Trinidad? No, but they keep comparing us to the worst of what other countries have to offer because really they think the worst of you. And it is disrespectful and disingenuous to constantly make excuses, not reasons, but excuses to continue a version of oppression on the masses when they should really be lifting their own standards instead of trying to lower yours and make you feel comfortable and satisfied and complacent with little and next to nothing.
Right?
That's what I say. Wow, what a they're shooting. Look, what Takesha said, one gang has 600 foot soldiers. Okay, so what you're a foot soldier, all right, in a gang. You have oh Lord, you're paying into some sort of annuity or something that will take care of you when you get old. You're building intergenerational wealth.
Are they all from one community?
Are you building intergenerational wealth by being in this gang? How are you better? How is your life better? How will your life be better 30, 40, 50 years from now? Honestly, sit down and think, how's my life going to be better? You know? But I say, you know, something has to be done. Like what Dr. Muhammad said, they need economic activity going on. Perhaps it would sway them away from the gang life. That's what is needed. So they went and they opened up Carnage Fish Fry. Right? How many people from Laventille get a booth up in there? Right? They have a beautiful lookout up there. Why you can't have Laventille Fish Fry too?
Security.
Well, have the police and have the along with the army. Put a police station up in there. Put an army station up. Something. That's security. Patrol. Cameras. That's security. That's a start. And put a curfew. Put a curfew to begin with. You're up in here, you're out after a certain hour. Lock a curfew on them for a little while and see. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are the officers comfortable enough to keep man in the post?
You know, Albert Montano says, what David Muhammad is saying is the same thing I've been preaching for more than 50 years, but who is listening? And you know, it's funny, right? It's funny when you hear a person like Brother David Muhammad, Dr. David Muhammad, preaching this stuff. And you know what some people will say? He's a racist.
Oh, yeah. What?
Can you imagine that?
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine that?
The minute you stand up and take a stance in your black skin, remember, you are racist.
Yeah, he's a racist. I don't know how that fella could be a racist. I don't know how he could deny any economics from anybody to be a racist. I don't know. Prejudice? Racist? No.
When I poignantly reflected on Happy African Arrival Day, oops, everybody jump out at me because I made a statement on a day that is celebrated for Happy Indian Arrival Day, right? Everybody jump out at me. Well, I supposed to be happy? How can I be happy? How can I be happy? And look what's going on up in Laventille. I know many women in Trinidad and Tobago can't find work. How can I be happy? Happy Africa, happy Independence Day, happy Emancipation Day. How can I be happy? And we're still experiencing the tentacles of this horrible Holocaust that happened to our people. How can I be happy? Happy about what? Happy about what? Can't find work. You can't walk the streets. Prices high. People stressed out. The men killing you. Huh? How can I be happy about that? What is there to be happy about? Happy independence, 60th? Happy what? Happy emancipation? I'm not happy. I cannot be happy.
Well, Diana, you cannot be happy. But we're gonna go for a quick station. You cannot be happy, but other people are happy because they could come out and trip behind a music truck, you know, drink a little spirits. And,
but I can't be happy.
Well, it's you, but them could be happy.
Well, I can stir them from the complacency. Top of the hour.
Yes, in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Plus on WZYE 95.9 FM. Come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome anyone to join us here in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We welcome each and everyone in the village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM.
Now, now this word is me, and I am this word, so let my voice be heard. Fix your hearing aid and hear what I say. Wipe your glasses and see things my way. The song that you hear is an angry one, and I am sure if you are seeing things clear, you'll see that all happiness is gone. And then the dogs are back into love. It's a sign that something is wrong. Because every day I wake in this country, I see signs of poverty. The money system getting so dread that some people have to beg their bread. So hark the dogs go bark, the beggars are coming to come. preachers in rags and some beggars in their velvet gown. Now pay due attention to my conversation. Hear me and please hear me well. What's the solution to this situation? The dogs, they are barking like hell. Come on, Mr. Man. You could avoid a big disaster. Why my brothers and sisters should suffer for things they are not responsible for? No, I am not influencing the people to take action. But I wonder if the answer is salvation. Because every day I wake in this country, religion approaches me. The corrupt, the oppressed, they all preach the gospel, so much different tales they just tell. So half the dogs to bark, the preachers are coming to town. Preachers in rags, preachers in rags, and some preachers in their velvet gown. Nevertheless, changes will come, the oppressed will gain their dominion. But until that day, there is no other way, so we are still fighting for our freedom. Listen to me and dig my message. Society blank, the underprivileged. Our living conditions is critical. We are fighting for survival. So when we thief or try to make an illegal dollar, these things are caused sometimes through poverty and hunger. No unemployment leaves no other alternative, so we have to teach to live. And even those who could afford it is my belief, when they get a chance, them to the steep. So half the dogs to bark, thieves are coming to town. Now thieves in rags, and some thieves in their velvet gown.
We are back with you. It's In the Village with the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Thursday, Tuesday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. We don't want that. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. And of course, folks, the lotto, the Powerball jackpot in the United States of America is $1.6 billion.
I got about 10 tickets.
$1.6 billion.
How many tickets you got? How many tickets you got at Wall Street?
How much tickets I get, boy? I have about 10 tickets too, you know.
Boy, I
want the whole 1.something billion.
No,
I can do just 1 million.
I want about 10 winners. I want 10 winners.
I just want, not one person,
I want 10 winners. I don't want
10,
one person to win. I want about 10 winners, But you know,
one person is some little out of the way tongue is winning. But go ahead.
Quite. You know the winner, if you take cash, you only get, let me tell you,
700 and something million.
Yes, 782 million. They just take out $600 million, man.
In taxes. They can have it.
What?
They can have it. Give me my 700 something million.
We like the 600, 800 million.
They can have it. Give me, as long as they don't come after me in years to come, give me my 700 million. I good.
Yeah. If you want cash value again, 782.7.
I'll take my cash.
82.4 million. Now let me ask you guys a question. Do they have people selling tickets in Trinidad? I would think
I'll buy an island.
I would think there are entrepreneurs in Trinidad who will be selling a ticket for maybe, what do you go sell it for, boy?
I don't know.
$50 for a ticket?
Each ticket is $2 US.
Yeah, so that's $15. Let's say it's
Mm-hmm.
$15. So what they will sell a ticket for? $50 each?
You know they gonna mark it up.
Yeah, if you're in Trinidad and you hear 1.6 billion and somebody trying to sell you a ticket for $50, do you think they'll buy one, Tommy?
Yep. For how much?
$50.
50 TT?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'll buy one.
You buy one?
Uh-huh.
You think
I
so?
would. I wouldn't be so interested. I'll focus on what's going on there.
You have a chance. You have a chance if you're in it.
Yeah. Highly said you have to play 2 to 3,000 to stand a chance. Not really highly. Highly, listen, any number could play.
Yeah, boy.
The clock goes back when? Tonight?
Sunday night. It's tonight or Sunday?
Saturday into Sunday.
Yeah, they're not doing it from next year. They're done doing away with it.
Sunday is tomorrow. Sunday is about another 3 hours.
So at midnight it stands still for an hour.
So,
yeah, you go back to 11 o'clock.
So we're falling back, right? We're falling back.
Yeah, you're falling backward.
Yeah.
And spring we'll spring forward.
No, they're not doing it again next year.
So this spring it's gonna just stay.
They said they're not. I don't know if they're gonna spring forward and not fall back, but they said they're not gonna do it next year. They're gonna do away with daylight saving times next year. So we don't know if it's spring or fall. We'll see.
So when we go back tonight, what happens? We'll be aligned in the right direction forever.
So that means to say that once they fall back, we don't have to start at 6 o'clock.
That's what I was alluding to. That the show time is gonna change.
Yeah, to 6 o'clock because if we're gonna keep it at the same time as 7 o'clock, because
it'll be 6 to 9. Mm-hmm.
But wait up. If they're gonna change it, then we will always be 1 hour behind. Right? So we'll always be an hour behind Trinidad.
I thought the plan was to make us be aligned with them.
Yeah,
constantly.
I thought they was gonna make it a line. I think what they're saying is that maybe when they change it back next year, then it doesn't change again.
Next spring, then next fall, it doesn't change.
Yeah, then next fall it doesn't change.
No, I moved the news item. I said they're doing away with it next year. That's it. After this change, that's it.
Well,
that's what I clearly heard.
Well, Google it.
Well, next year's gonna be a year from now.
No, Google it and see. Yeah, so Ellis says no. Julie says certain caliber of TNT call him racist because he's positive about making difference for his race. They're not seeing if all Trinis live in productive, positive. It's a beautiful, peaceful nation.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Yep. Ellis says a few police shouldn't be a reflection of the TTPS. It's only a handful of people normally given problems in our high crime communities. I'm sure you'd have more good people in your community than bad. I agree with that. Albert Montano say, I always visited my area. I was always available and visited my area when there was a problem before he was even called. He lets police can kill police because they get away with it. Okay. Albert says, I always had my ears on the ground. People knew me and was never afraid to approach me. He says, no one should be treated indignant, inhuman. All creatures, great and small, should be respected kindly.
Albert was a model public servant, and it seems like
I don't think they come like Albert anymore.
That's why it was impossible for him to stay, because he wasn't the norm. He was the exception.
Okay, it says here, daylight savings time will end at 2 a.m. on November 6th People in the states that observe it will move their clocks back 1 hour. The Sunshine Protection Act that the Senate passed in March 2022 has not made it into the U.S. House for discussion 3 days ago. Oh.
Okay. So it still hasn't been passed by the House.
Mm.
So it's still going to remain as things are right now. That's why
That's it next year. Yeah, that's it next year.
Thus far.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see.
I guess so.
But they say it will end in 2022. Why Congress won't stop time change? So, it seems as though it's on the way to becoming. But what's the big benefit though? What was the big deal?
In when they turn the clock back, that sometimes the days, the nighttime, the daylight is longer.
Right.
In the summer, you get longer daylight.
Correct.
Yeah,
Like 6
in
o'clock.
the summertime, 10 o'clock at night, and the sun's still shining bright.
You spring forward.
I remember my days of running out to catch the train. It's dark outside, I'm like, oh God. Okay.
Albert's in Canada, daylight in May, June, July was 4:30 a.m. and hot, so the daylight saving times works for us.
So let's see.
Yeah, I mean.
So where's the entrepreneur? You ain't put up the
I didn't
load it.
No, I didn't load it. I put it in. I saved it in my computer.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have any politicians with love for the job. They are more in love with the Monday. They don't
with the money.
My bad. They don't make them like Albert anymore. Maurice Marshall was a good one also. Yep, Maurice Marshall was a good one. Yep, Albert boy. They don't make them like you no more, man. Those that's in the past.
But there's some people who think that Albert did wrong things. I talked to him one-on-one about it. So Albert, remember what I talked to you about? So no matter if you do good or not, people still will try to find some kind of dirt on you.
That's the environment.
The politics, eh?
Yep.
There's one animal I do not want to be near. I don't mind working around outside, but I don't want to be inside no parliament. Inside, no. That's the one animal I see people change.
So they made a song in Trinidad about gas prices.
Last, but everybody happy put gas, the gas low, and we can't go. The gas price is too high for me. All I can do is put 20, and with 20 the tank still empty. What am I trying to do to me? The gas price is too high for me. I still need money to feed baby. Must win lottery to buy groceries. What am I trying to do to me? And all I'm asking is for you to lower the price, please. Yeah. The gas too high, we can't go. The gas too high, we can't go. From Sando to Togo. That is a definite no. The gas too high, we can't go. The gas too high, we can't go. What about me, Yaro? That is a definite no. The gas too high, we can't go.
But did you observe that prices are edging up here in New Jersey again?
Gas price high all over the place, man. It's 389 up here now, man.
Yeah, the price from the beginning of this week to the end of this week, the price went
Yeah,
up.
prices. But Tommy,
Mm.
why is it that in this country
Mm.
we don't complain about high prices in gas, but in Trinidad and Tobago they complain about high prices in gas?
Because we have alternatives here to get around. We have a public transportation system.
And then all the prices aren't fixed because
Yep.
they remember the different companies compete. So you will get 389 here, you will get 379 there, you will get
Right.
373. You know, so it's
So there's competition. There's competition in
Mhm.
Trinidad. Once you fix the price, that is it. Anyway you go, you gotta.
everybody same price.
Okay.
So
And they have alternative. We have the subway. We have the bus system. We have Uber. We have what I'm saying. So sometimes yeah,
now we have
you
electric
toss up.
cars.
Yeah, you toss up. Pay Uber or carry your own car, burn gas, pay for park. Uber works out a little cheaper.
Mhm.
You
And then
know.
we have tolls that keep going up. We have no control over it.
Well, my road tax went up, but I must say, where in the state I live in, the roads are marvelous and stupendous. Anytime you see any kind of fissure in the road, or, especially the I-95 sector that passes through Connecticut, them big trucks, man, I get fixes in a hurry, man.
I think most of the roads around are being fixed,
Yeah,
being
I know,
kept
but
up.
you see the difference in New York. In New York roads, there's some roads in New York, I could tell you. Right? But driving around here in Connecticut, the roads are different, Tommy. I'm yet to meet a big pothole yet. Then,
You know,
I,
it's interesting, right?
yeah.
So a young lady came to my door today. We having an election here in our
Hmm.
community, right? I mean, every different places have the election, right?
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
And she came and she was concerned that there is a what she call it, boy? There is a place up here where there's a lot of trees, right?
Mm.
And what they
Hmm.
want to do, they want to cut down the trees and build housing. And
Mm.
so she's telling me now where I live, where we live, if that happens and they cut down those trees, then the water can come from up there and come down to us here, because
The
I live right
water.
on a hill, I live on a hill too, right?
Mm.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she spent about 10, 15 minutes telling me why I should vote for this guy as the mayor, as opposed to why I shouldn't vote for the other people because they're against. Right? They want the developers to come in and develop that tract of land up there and cut it down and so on and so forth. And I was just thinking about Trinidad. I was thinking about, I wonder if they just go and do that in Trinidad, man.
No, they
Yeah,
don't.
yeah, because deforestation would make it impossible or make it possible for water to flow much more freely. Think about it.
But she actually kind of convinced me, though, to be honest.
Ansler, when
Hmm.
you look at some of those buildings in Trinidad and Tobago, they're sitting on the sidewalk. I've seen buildings. Next time I'm down, I'm gonna take picture. Sitting on the sidewalk. There's there and then the
Unplanned,
road right there. So
unplanned.
Hmm.
there's nobody like they talk to everybody, just build at will, And I understand that's part of the flooding problem, right?
But,
Town and country, like they're not doing their work. Like when the mayor came in here at the time, he said the plans are sitting on a shelf somewhere. Go ahead.
but as we talk about election, right?
Mm-hmm.
The local election in Trinidad was postponed until December 2023, right?
Mm.
And I think one of the reasons they say is because the councillors didn't have a long time in there, so they wanted to give them an extra year. And I'm asking myself the question, if that's what it was, I'm asking myself the question. So wait now, when you ran for the position, didn't you know how long the position was? So all in a sudden, if you want to change So additionally, yeah, so their concerts could what? Make money or something? I don't get it.
Ooh, you know it.
I I I, I don't get it.
Mhm.
You know? So then
Mhm.
you know what they need to do? They need to change the PNM internal election too.
Mm. Well,
They need-
Ansem, that's your party, so maybe you should convey that to them by an official correspondence.
my my party. I got to
Yeah,
let
yeah, yeah. Ain't that the party you support?
yes, you are absolutely correct. I was gonna actually correct you. It is the party that I support.
So send them an official correspondence what they should be doing.
Mm. Yeah, I mean,
And let's say that's why I like the white man country. If it's Trinidad, PNM, and UNC would just send it in what? Who's
Kusal.
out to push
But
push
do they really?
push
Do
the
they want to
trees.
hear from? Do they want to hear from Wall Street? I don't think so.
Nah, they don't want to hear from me. They want to hear from me.
So why am I belonging to something that don't want to hear from me then?
But listen, no, it's that regime may not want to hear from you. That's what it
So,
is. A regime may not want to hear from you, right? So
mm,
even though they don't want to hear from you, you could decide, well, you're going to some other place, you know. You think the other
yeah.
place want to hear from you? I don't know. So the
Judy
only
said, yeah, they're cutting down trees left, right, and center. In particular, those Venis and outsiders. Oh boy. So the Venezuelan coming in there, cutting down trees, doing as they like. Oh,
listen to this,
okay.
Trinidadians, I'm giving you guys a warning ahead of time. Soon, they're gonna have a party in Trinidad and Tobago, a Spanish party.
Yep. Said that long time.
Spanish party in Trinidad and Tobago,
Yep.
right? And they're gonna start having their own shows on radio. They're gonna end up with
Mm-hmm.
their own station.
Mm-hmm.
Again, you know, the people at the
Yeah.
bottom of the ladder going more into the bottom of the ladder.
And they already have the road signs in Spanish. So they already inculcating them into the society. And sometimes you're there watching, all of a sudden the ad comes on in Spanish. I said, but wait, what jail is it? What was I watching?
Mhm.
All of a sudden, yeah, cualquier, loco, loco, loco. I said, what? Yeah.
But
Yep.
there's not much you can do about that, right? There's not
For the
much.
economic base.
There's not much you can do about that.
They're paying for the ad. So
Yeah.
the people gonna take their money and run the ad.
Mm. Yeah, and Elliston and they have business already. You understand?
But how
And
they come there and they get businesses and the
what do
and
you mean?
Trinbagonians can't get a business?
No, it's not. I don't think they can get a business. I think these people are doing certain things that maybe Trinidadians don't want to do.
Mm.
You know? Maybe they're doing it. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. You know?
And they're gonna become a political force to
Yeah,
contend with.
yeah. Elliston, let them come and we dotish. Let them come. Yeah, they come in
Maybe
and
they're bringing wealth with them.
whoever they bringing with them, they ain't making joke. You
And
understand?
they're gonna hold the government to task. Wherever they live, they want running water, they want lights, and they're gonna have their own security, and it's gonna be a nice area, and you're gonna watch and see they're gonna spread and maintain that area. Watch and see. You'll see unity.
So who's to blame for that? Can't blame them.
Who's to blame for that?
You can't blame them.
Yeah. And once they all got their ID cards so they can vote and open
Wait
business
now.
and open bank account. Yeah, boy.
Judy say I late.
Mhm.
They have Spanish radio stations in Trinidad. I
I
late.
read it. Okay.
Really? Oh, I late, but
Mm-hmm.
hmm
It's true about the Spanish radio stations.
what
I have
is it?
never heard one.
Is it one of them English station convert to Spanish
What they do is they have certain times that they
or Spanish
broadcast.
programming?
Oh,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay, maybe we need to go on WZYE too, right? You have a Spanish thing.
Play parang.
Yeah, parang. Them don't understand parang. Parang is English.
Ay.
It's
No,
Spanglish.
I mean, the people cannot be upset if these people come and be very proactive. Because remember now, there was a government plan, and where about a few thousands of them, they got working permits. I think it was about 15 or 20,000. So they
But
could
you know what I don't understand, Ansem? But how much is it? 15,000 of them are working permit?
I mean, that's the
Okay.
number I think.
Huh?
That's the number I think.
Okay, you think. Let me say 5,000 get working permit, right?
Okay.
Look. Trinidad back with the truth, boy. You go down there. Let me use myself. I go down there with me, and I try to find a work. The first question they ask you at the airport, how long you staying, right? Am I right or wrong? So help me now.
Yeah.
You born there, but they ask you how long you staying, right? And there's certain parts of it say employment not permitted. You ever look at what that stamp they put in the passport? Employment not permitted.
It depends on the documentation you present.
Tommy, there we go. The fundamental of it all, Tommy, is let me speak for myself. I was born there. I am my passport, no matter what passport, I was born there. You shouldn't tell me that employment not permitted. But they come there and they get working permit. You see how Trinidad backward, right? You see what I'm talking about, eh? You're born there, they're telling you employment not permitted, and you're only allowed to stay a certain. They need to do away with that. And if you want to stay, you got to go and apply for an extension. That is backward and archaic. But these Venezuelans come and they're good. Tommy gone. Judy says what? Venice, Jamaican, and all other outsiders create businesses and only hire their very own people, while Trinis is the buyers and the support.
It's true.
And Trini man, Tusty, they like vice, they go marry we rich Trini men. Alice, you're not easy. Yeah.
It didn't get easy.
There's certain amenities, I believe, being a citizen of a country, you should inalienably be afforded. But no question should be asked. With one question asked, you're born there, all rights and stuff should be given to you. But it's not that way in Trinidad and Tobago. They make you feel unwelcome. Very unwelcome at that airport.
Excuse me, I didn't leave. I was just distracted. That's all. Sorry about that.
They make you feel very unwelcome at that airport. You're born there. You're a citizen. No matter where you are born Trini citizen, you are entitled to certain things. Huh? How long you're staying, what you come here for, who you're going by. And I'm like, hello. It's so that is so. And if you tell her,
Miss Karen to share, we need you. Discipline, production, tolerance, and that's all we need. Red Army, we restoring the vision, the PNM vision, the PNM vision. We don't make a decision, we restoring the vision, the PNM vision, the PNM vision, one love, no division, Whoa. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always be for them. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always be for them. I see leaders come and go. full the pocket and the throw. Lion promise to get without. Miscreant to share and we need you. Cause we know you're competent, brilliant, intelligent, woman of class and elegance. Bring back the love, no violence. We got your back, put in the work, cause you put what people first. Be a strong woman like you, long time we are search. We restoring the vision, the PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, we don't make a decision, yeah. We restoring the vision, the PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, one love, no division, yeah. Whoa, great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always defeated. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always defeated. Misusing power like land they plow. Lost the THA, tell me how. This losing streak must stop ya now. Me show me can, when I can't no fall. Strong leader, make a strong country. Never turn a blind eye when people hungry. Mr. Sheriff is the real leader for we. We got your back, put in the work, cause you put poor people first. Be a strong woman like you, long time we are search. We restoring the vision, the PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, we don't make a decision, yeah. We restoring the vision, the PNM vision, yeah. The PNM vision, one love, no division, yeah. Whoa, great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always defeated. Great is the PNM, great is the PNM. The Red Army for me and my family, I'm always defeated. Miss Karen Nunes to Sheriff, TNT need you now or never. Full support from Jabi and the family.
Hello, high water, I would just rise and embrace you, protecting my children in every way. Even when you fight and argue about different fathers, remember, the middle passage brought them straight to my door. Mama never worry about no race, I just love them. And so my blood is spoiled when you start to walk. I will always be there for you. No matter what you do, whatever joy or pain that you are going through, I will always be there for you. I will be always there for you.
Vote Karen Nunes Teixeira, the boss lady for political leader of the PNM. Vote Karen Nunes Teixeira, the boss lady. Change is coming. The new political leader of the PNM. Change is coming.
We are back. It's in the village of the DAT Triplets on WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. What are you saying, Tommy?
Are there any surveys conducted lately that shows what our standing is?
No. There haven't been any surveys yet. So,
what's your feeling though at this particular point?
Well, I mean, you know, I look at things from a philosophical perspective, right? And my thing is that it's better to try and fail than fail to try. You know, and you got to know that whenever you put your hat in the political arena, that, you know, a lot of people are going to come after you. So, you know, I mean, one day I like to run for political office in Trinidad one day. You know?
Okay.
And
you'd have to give up something for that, right?
You know, Tommy, that's a question, right? If you, because Otto Bolin was a senator.
Mm-hmm.
He had dual citizenship.
Yes.
So you might, I need to get clarification that you might not be able to run to be a member of parliament, but you could become a senator, and once you're a senator, you could become a minister.
Yeah, but once you're in the Senate, you're in the government.
Right. So if like Otto Bolin has dual citizenship.
He's never given it up. He's never given up.
No, I never given it up. You know. Eileen say no answer me is a PNM no vote for you. Eileen, I think Eileen, if I run, you will vote for me, Eileen. I know that. Because you know I'll be running on, you know, Eileen, that I am not corruptible. I will look after the people, and you know I'll be very, very fair. I'll be fair. You know that for a fact. And you know it's funny, right? One of the things I was in my class, right?
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these students will say, you know, Professor, your class is not easy, right? But one of the things we like about you is that you are very fair, Professor. And that's one of the things my kids told me. They say, Dad, you know, the most important things is that the kids want to know that you are fair with them. And once you are fair with the kids, they're fine. I mean, even if you have to fail them, but they know that they're fair with you, they're fine with you. And I think that's the way I carry and I live. I try to be fair with people. Now, I mean, of course, politics have a morality of its own, right? Everybody knows that, you know. But I could never.
No, why make it difficult then?
What do you mean? Why make it difficult?
My internet buffered. Why make it difficult? You said your class is difficult. Why make it difficult?
I don't make it difficult.
He goes with he follows a curriculum.
Yeah, people have difficulties.
People have difficulties. Oh,
yeah, they have difficulties, so it's difficult.
If you don't apply yourself, it will be difficult.
Correct.
But for the most part, if you stand for fair play and justice, there's no issue.
Now, Anselm sounds like he's a meticulous professor. Like he looked for this and he looked for that, and you know.
No,
I feel he's liberal somewhat. It's just that he has guidelines. He has guidelines that he has to follow.
Nah, he just did that, the Aries, and he just looked like he would be picking on the, hey, this ain't right here. Hey, do this over. And like, you know what, Prof, fail me, I go on.
No. Absolutely the opposite. Like,
yeah,
I absolutely opposite. I have them. They do a business plan, right? And the business plan are in like 3 different phases. And when they submit phases 1 and 2, that's about 10 different modules. So it's 10 different things they have to do, right? And
you see?
I know I'm sitting here and I'm correcting it, and I may get through half of it, and I say, you know what? It don't make no sense. I'm going through this. I send it back to them and tell them, listen, you know, if you guys work at this, improve it, and resubmit it.
You see? And this time they catching you, no, you get that, but you want me to resubmit it.
But you get second chances as opposed to getting a final grade.
Yeah, I mean,
on the first go.
I could go through and just give you whatever grade you get, but you know now there's a sense of urgency if I return it to you.
Nah, right? You're challenging me there. I catch me and to give you what I gave you, but that ain't good enough.
Okay, but so what? You
didn't fail. You didn't fail the course. At least you got a chance to redeem yourself, which is a good thing.
To come again.
Anselm sound like I would fail your class in a minute.
I don't think he's a tough professor. I think he's very liberal.
I Tommy, you are absolutely correct. I mean,
Yeah.
some people that say is listen. People that say I'm the worst professor. People tell you all kind of things because listen, I had one guy say I was the worst professor, and you know what? I could have failed him.
See?
But I
And you
didn't.
didn't.
It's
No, I didn't.
something about you that make him come up with that that analogy that you did was something you did.
But
That you may not be seeing, something you did.
no.
Yeah.
I listen.
So
When I
why
was
would
when I was talking to the dean about him, I identified who he was. I know who he was. Yeah, I told him it's this and this person. He said, yeah, that's the person. I mean, yes, when you're in a class, you can figure out. Well, me,
Who's who?
I figure out who's who in the zoo.
really?
Yeah. Easy. I can figure it out. And you know what I used to do? I used to actually assign seats in my class for tests. That was before the pandemic. So what happens is that, I come into class. I never used to tell the class until they take the first test, then they know I assign seats. And I assign seats in the class. I put someone over here, someone over there, and
Why you do that? Why you do that?
because what happens is that during the semester, everybody get comfortable and sit in the same seat. Like it's a friend thing. I might sit right across from my friend, and then when the test come, I'm sitting right across from my friend.
Really?
Yeah.
Right.
So by
So let
assigning,
me ask you, you don't be on this, but let me ask you a question. You have a student who's sitting in the front all the time, right? You perceive that the person next to them is their friend. Huh? You would tell that person, you would move that person?
no, I assign them a seat.
You will assign the person a seat from where they're sitting?
Yeah, everybody gets assigned a different seat.
Well, I don't agree with you there because there are some students who have impediments and they sit in front because they can't hear well or something. So you need to consult with that student if they would like to be moved.
No, Diana, absolutely not. Diana,
Absolutely. But I would tell you, Professor, I ain't moving because I don't hear well. Don't move me. I don't hear well.
Diana, when I'm
You
giving
can't
a test,
do that. You can't do that just so Anselm.
Diana, when I'm giving a test, you rather hear anything.
What?
When I'm giving a test, you rather hear anything.
No. I sit in front because I want to hear the professor.
I'm giving you a sheet of paper with the test on it. What do you have
And
to
I
hear?
don't want to move. I want to sit right here, Professor. I don't know you violating the student some sort of right for the student by telling them they gotta move from there. That's a testy waters you're going in there, Anselm.
No, you assign seats.
Nah. Me and you gonna fight for that.
Well, I mean,
Me and you will verbally get away.
I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna fight with you. I'm gonna tell you I'm assigning different seats, and I'm assigning a person in your seat.
And I'm gonna tell you, Professor, I ain't moving from here. This is where I want to sit because of an impediment.
No, but the impediment.
Then you can go and take it up with the university, and I won't move. I wouldn't move.
So listen, what you have to do.
I would not move.
You have to go and get a note from wherever
I don't know. I already tell them that in admissions. You gotta go find out why I don't want to move.
I don't have to find out. What they have to do, they have to send me the information. Like for example, there are some kids, we call it DSS. Right? They go into a certain part in the schools in order to take the test, and their test is like 50% longer. Right? So they tell you ahead of time, and DSS sends you a note. This is the one. So kids, you send them over the test. The kids go over there and they take the test.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You can't just tell a student they gotta move from somewhere.
Yes, I could.
I mean, you could tell them that, but the student doesn't have to move.
All right, whatever.
No, I was faced with that situation already. That's why when I heard it, I was like, oh, that's where it came from. Right? I always sat in the front because of my hearing impediment. I can hear and pick up stuff. But you can't come and force me to move from there.
And I'm telling you, when there is a test.
For an exam, it's a different
exam. Exam has nothing to do with people talk
regular classes.
impediment or anything like that.
And I could tell you there are other reasons. I won't talk on the air,
The
but there
only
are other reasons
impediment.
you can fight your case and say, well, I want to sit here.
No, I'm not fighting no
Not
case.
fighting, but plead your case. I want to sit here.
Okay.
Student, you Americans with disabilities, you can't just,
And ahead of time, they will tell you. Ahead of time that this student is that, this student is that, and they will work with the student.
That's what I thought that didn't exist. Well, that's why I mentioned it, because I thought that didn't exist.
No, they will
because
tell
I know
you.
they have rights.
No, but I said they told you to tell you ahead of time. That's
Right,
why we have
okay.
this called this. It's called disability something services. They
Yeah,
will tell you
you
ahead of
can't,
time. So I can assign whatever seat I want. If I know that you, for example, when class time, anybody can sit wherever they want. I can assign you a seat in the back if you got an impediment. But the teachers, when I'm in the class, the teacher is in charge. So Nadia say I'm true. The teacher is in charge. And if you telling me, if I assign you a seat in the class and you tell me you don't want to sit there, all right, you don't take the exam.
But you can't bar me from taking my exam?
What wrong with you?
What do you mean bar me from taking
Like
my exam?
You're not following instructions.
But you can't do that, Anselm.
Listen,
Let me see what Hailey says.
What's that?
See, Anselm, let authority make the ego big. A PNM, but is it to be to the bone?
He tries to get them bodies in even into the class, right?
Oh Lord.
Yeah. So if somebody has a disability and that disability is reported to you, you know that person has a disability and you abide by whatever it is.
That's what I'm saying. But you can't just move. I thought
Diana, if there's a test, and in the test I assign seats, and I hand out a hard copy test, and you tell me, well, Professor, I need to sit in the front because of hearing, and I'm going to tell you, well, the test doesn't have anything to do with hearing.
Right, it's all there.
It has nothing to do with hearing.
It has nothing to do with hearing.
But Lord, this is what that's a fine line there, Anselm.
What fine line?
Supposing now, let me go there. Supposing there was an emergency in the building and instructions had to be shouted now for you to exit the building, and the person cannot hear, what's going on from the way in back or wherever you put them. Who you told liability it is when that person, was delayed from exiting?
I'm sorry, that don't make no sense.
It's not logical.
That making no sense.
It's not logical.
That makes no sense.
Don't say that
if there's an emergency in a building, there would be.
Let me hear him. Go ahead.
Wait. If there's an emergency in a building, there would be a way to identify and notify all occupants, regardless of where they are. There has to be a system in place to notify all occupants, regardless of where they are, whether in the corner, in the bathroom, or wherever.
Okay, let me shift the disability. Let's say the person's in a wheelchair. Would you cramp them would you wheel them up in a corner where, and they have to maneuver themselves out from in between desks and all that? Or would you? I don't think
any reasonable professor would do something that is untoward when it comes to disabilities.
That's what I'm saying. You have the person in the wheelchair say, I want to sit here for personal reason, closest to the door or something, or up in the front. You have to, you got to accommodate that person with that disability. You can't challenge them and say, well, no, I don't want you sitting here. Then that is a problem.
You have shifted the goalpost so much.
Oh, I shifted the goalpost. This disability, hearing, can't walk, all kinds of things. The disabilities are seen and unseen.
Dana.
You see, that's the problem.
No.
Disabilities are seen, and I watch it answer. But while we're at it, let's continue. I mean, we only bantering. Loving people.
Listen to this. You really think I could see somebody in a wheelchair and tell them, you know what? You ought to go and sit on you ought to wheel your chair to the back of the class.
I don't know. I'm going for the premise of what you say, and some that the person.
What I say.
They're persons
assigned a seat, though. I said
and
assigned a seat.
you don't listen. Yeah,
Oh,
but I'm listening. There are persons with disabilities that are seen and unseen, right? A person might have an anxiety disorder, and you won't put them up against a wall now, and they feel enclosed and they're hyper already. When this person wants to place themselves in a situation where it is less stress for them, they're already stressed out about the exam, so they want to sit by a window in the front or near, and they feel comfortable in this situation. As professor, I want to stay here, please. Yeah, you gotta accommodate the person. You cannot gaslight the person. You have to accommodate them because the situation is already stressful for them. And then they put themselves where they feel comfortable. Okay, it's an exam. I gotta calm down. And you, oh, move from here. I don't want you sitting here. You gotta say, you stressing out the person even more.
I don't know if that is.
You can't. That's what I'm telling you. It's a sensitive area where you have to exercise caution. I'm telling you. You have to exercise caution.
Diana, I'm not sure if
you ain't gonna agree with me, Tommy. You ain't gonna agree with me.
I think the professor would be reasonable enough to know who's who and what to do.
Mm-hmm.
Professor, am I making a good assessment?
Tommy, I'm going to leave
Yeah,
it.
he may be reasonable, but you may find some that are not.
I'm going to leave it here. As I said previously, that
somebody said, leave it alone. Judy said, leave it.
They will give you an indication if there's any people with disabilities in the class.
Mm-hmm.
You will act accordingly. I said that earlier, that if a person has certain type of disabilities, you are aware of it, and you will act accordingly. If a person has a disability regarding tests, that person goes into a separate place and take the test into a separate place.
Why are you separating the person to go and take a test somewhere else? Why are you singling them out like that? No, that ain't right. So they want to sit with their classmates and take the test.
But you just said they had disabilities and they
and disability does not mean segregation or separatism. You want to sit with your people and take the test. What's wrong with that?
All right, okay.
You see, there we go. That's the problem right there.
I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah. Can't win, Diana.
Yeah, I'm going to leave it.
I just giving all the what ifs.
No, Diana, it's not a what if. The person agrees to whatever it is, Diana.
The person agrees?
Yes, there's an agreement between the student and the department, and the professor follow that agreement.
Okay.
I'm telling you what it is.
Okay.
So, I'm telling you what it is. There's an agreement, and I'm going to leave it there. There's an agreement between the student, the department, and the professor.
You know, I think it's personal. We just friendly banter, because I know situations that arose like that, and I was like, oh, I wonder why they do that to her or him, and I didn't understand. So I'm glad I'm hearing it from you.
But I'm telling you how we handle the situation. I don't know how other people handle it. I'm telling you how we handle the situation. And if there's a problem, the problem is taken care of ahead of time.
Ellis said separate room. That's Wade Mark.
Yeah.
I think Diana, that is what PNM do. Answer them is a trick. A trick of the trade,
I throw you under the bus.
Rennie ain't coming tonight, so Eileen's the comedian tonight. But watch this, you see, Eugene Julian coming about 7-something, right? And he haven't been back yet, right?
Yeah.
I say no more.
Somebody took away the device from him.
Hey, Ellis, that is exactly what happens. Certain people get separate room to do the test.
And that is not fair.
Judy wants to know what's the next topic.
Next topic
is 9:55 p.m.
Judy put closing comments. Hailey put closing comments. Ellis put closing comments. Nadia, Albert Montano, Carice. I see what's she name tonight? Lana. So Keisha, if you're still there. Hey, Nadia, warm to Joan Jadube.
She's still walking.
Oh God. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so folks, as we say, we got to keep praying for our beloved country, because every day is a new minister coming up with something different to mess with people's brain and their minds. Every single day is something different, And
But I think the president needed much more for calm and peace and a lot more sanity and civility.
I don't know, boy. I don't know. And the thing about it, now the prime minister has COVID for the third time.
Third time or fourth time? Fifth time?
Well, they said third time.
Some people say fifth or sixth. I say, Lord, all they go kill the man.
Yeah, he's going to be silent for a little while now. I mean, it's. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say. You know what I mean?
You wonder. It makes me wonder if there are false positives too.
Tommy, that's a good point. I wonder about that point too myself. But I don't want to doubt a person that they will impose COVID-19 on themselves.
No, but I'm not saying that they did. I'm saying that the testing facility could be erroneous.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's surely possible. That it's a false positive, and in a day or two it goes away. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So.
Anyway, because this is going to be with us for a long time, we just have to, like they say, we just have to learn how to manage and exist with it.
So listen to this now. The thing about this is that all them people who was in a PNM meeting the other night, they're going to get tested. Right?
You pick the words out my mouth.
Everybody is going to get tested. Everybody. Right? And they're supposed to be in isolation too, no?
Well, I took the flu shot the other day, and they told me the C in there, the RSV, and the flu shot, 3 in 1. That thing had me feeling out of sorts, chills.
Nadia giving away Joan business, boy.
Yeah, but Nadia exposed Joan, boy.
Joan got a new boyfriend, so she stopped walking. I better go and walk, see if I can find me one.
She had to take time to talk now.
Yeah. Let's go for a quick station identification. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. We come to every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. That's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday from 7 to 10 p.m. Stick on stay.
You're listening to WZYE 95.9 FM. You are listening to WZYE 95.9 FM, the most influential name in Caribbean radio in the tri-state area. Broadcasting from East Orange, New Jersey, the most influential name in Caribbean radio, WZYE 95.9 FM.
Vote Karen Nunes Teixeira, the boss lady for political leader of the PNM. Vote Karen Nunes Teixeira, the boss lady. Change is coming. The new political leader of the PNM. Change is coming.
We are back with you. It's in the village with the DAT Triplets and WZYE 95.9 FM. Judy want to see Trinidadians rise up and revolutionize the nation. Judy, the last time we had Trinidadian rise up in the country was in 1990, right?
Well, they'll have to use the ballot if they really want to do something sensible.
They're not going to use that ballot. They're going to use that ballot to separate themselves even further instead of consciously doing what is right.
I don't want to write them off altogether. I want to think that when their backs against the wall, they do the right thing.
Their backs against the wall, they're going to do the right thing?
want to give them the benefit of the doubt.
You want to give them?
But I know for sure the issue is the personnel, the human capital that needs attitude adjustment, attitude improvement, or however you want to say. But the attitudes going to determine the altitudes, and the attitudes aren't where they should be at this particular time.
Will their attitudes ever be where they're supposed to be? If they're blinded by, you know,
by the BS, right? Yes, it could change drastically when, like we say, used to say a long time, when watermelon flower. What do you think, Wall Street?
To be honest with you, I don't really think, I don't know if people, I think people want change out in public, but privately, there are some things they want to stay the same.
Well,
I think publicly, some people say, no, I say privately, people want change, but publicly, they put on a kind of thing that, they don't really want change. But privately,
they have this, it ain't reach my door, that's over there. It ain't bothering me, but that's them. I hear it. I hear it. Why they go on there and live? The place flooding away. Who sent them to build there? I said, y'all for real? Before y'all come together and consciously solve the flooding problem? Y'all for real? So there we go.
But it's a combination of errors. It's lack of maintenance of the waterway. It's rapid deforestation. It's unplanned development. That's just three of them.
But before we go, why is it so difficult to fix some simple things in Trinidad and Tobago? Why is it so difficult to fix simple things? Simple things. Why is it so difficult? I mean, maybe I'm thinking that these things are easy fix, and I've never been a politician, so to speak. That I'm sort of clueless. But why are things not easy to fix? Judy said she's starting to feel like I look like Rowley himself. I go pop a picture with Dr. Rowley and I soon. I'll go see we do look alike, to be honest with you. As a matter of fact, I'll send my picture today. Let me see if I can get that picture real quick. Let me hold on, Let me see if I can get that picture real quick. A person sent my picture today, right? Of Dr. Rowley and I, and we do look alike. I have to be honest with you.
I don't think so.
No?
Nope.
Okay.
Maybe just the bald head. That's it.
No, well, I just grew here, It's just I decided.
He's taller than you. He's a couple of shades darker than you. No, y'all do not resemble.
Other people say.
Tell that person to have them red glasses.
No, I've gotten that a lot, and Judy just said it. Hold on. EMM. There we go. He sent me this picture today, and I mean, I know where you get it from, though. Let me see. Okay, now. Oh, you know what? Let me see something. I think I have that picture in here, Let me see that. I think I take that picture. Let me see. No, I thought I did. I thought I did. I did not. All right, we're going to do that next time. Oh, look at here. Here it is. Okay. What the frick is going on here? Okay. All right, here it is. I think this is it here. Yeah. So in the meantime, we want to get to closing comments. Hold Oh, go ahead, Tommy.
Okay. Kindness in words creates confidence. Kindness in thinking creates profoundness. Kindness in giving creates love. These are the words of Lao Tzu. That's TZU. I'd like to say it's been a pleasure being here in the village yet for another session. I look forward to our next session. And till then, everyone be safe. And remember, love is the key. That's why I love you all. Good night.
Yeah. All right. Here's that picture. Hold on 1 minute. Okay.
Samuel.
Here it is. So here is a picture. This person sent me this picture today.
Nope.
Yeah,
Maybe.
they resemble.
Yeah,
Not to me.
Yeah, they resemble. So Judy, here it is, Judy. All
How
right.
come I can't see it? I need new glasses then.
I don't know what you need.
Maybe it's the suit though. I want to make it all look alike, but you don't know.
You know, I don't remember.
Remember, I met both of you in person, huh? So that's what I'm taking it from. You know,
Anselm is a shade lighter.
I've met both of them in person. Anselm and Dr. Rowley do not resemble each other. And that's Diana's opinion.
No, a lot of people have said that we do resemble.
Okay.
Yeah, but Judy, Judy make me dig deep, boy.
Somebody said, Hailey said, oh, they look like two amphibians. Hailey.
That's
Didn't you just hear?
That's
Well,
good for
then,
it.
closing comments.
Well, Tommy just said, oh, kind words and kind words, right? So we're going to go on Stuart Young. Stuart Young, to put someone down or to hurt someone's feelings, you do that when you bullying them and and exercising verbal abuse, right? So by calling the other people who are presenting themselves for leadership to the party as pothounds, that is verbal abuse. And are you trying to make yourself look more important or powerful? Kind words, like Tommy says, kind words. Good night, everybody. Stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good night, Diana.
And folks, in the word of Frederick Douglass, power concedes not without a demand. It never did and it never will. You know, from where I sit, this is it. The clock on the wall say that's all I like to say. I've got to go. Remember, hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. And for every 60 seconds of anger, you lose 1 minute of happiness.
Always say your nose different.
Literally nose different. Or oh, you could see nose in that picture, buddy.
That's what I'm trying to tell you. You and Dr. Ali's the nose is different. Y'all two different people.
Wait. How?
Excuse me.
How always see a nose in that picture?
And Dr. Ali is taller. Yeah, Judy, let's go.
How always see a nose in that picture? I don't understand that. Always, I think
I crack it up here. Anselm bun that picture got partner.
Oh boy.
I can't find the picture.
Eileen, you're lucky we like you in the village, you know. We like you. You're lucky we like you. We like you. You like you.
Oh, you. Judy says she likes that picture. Well, good for you, Judy.
Closing comments. Nadia says, blessed night. Judy, stay safe, girl. Nadia throw Joan under the bus. Joan get a boyfriend. Highly closing comments. The Twin Island heartbeat in everyone, and we say Trinity to the bone, togetherness over everything, blessings and love. Yeah, man.
Judy's closing comments. Good night to all my beautiful village family and hosts. Thank you, Anselm, Tommy, and Diana.
Thank
6
you.
hearts.
Right.
I like that.
Yep. Nadia says,
Thank
blessed
you.
night, everyone. It's always a pleasure being in the version. Good show, Anselm, Tommy, Diana, Benson. Good night. Love you all. Hey. Nadia going back to that boy.
What she do?
You going back LUV, boy. Judy said, I find you starting to look like Rowley himself.
Ellis comments.
Oh,
My comment, betrayal doesn't hurt. What hurts is the most is being betrayed by people who you did the most for.
mm-hmm.
I hear you.
Ellis, that truth to pour out there, boy. Real truth, boy.
And
But
that
you are vexed with it, you know, yeah, put up the thing, let me see things for sale.
I don't know where it is. I really don't know. I saved it, but I can't find it.
Yeah, you had to make a folder and put it there in that particular folder.
Because those things on the side there does be full. So
Right. You want me to resend it to you quick? And you bring it in from your phone?
No, let me do it tomorrow.
Next time?
Tuesday.
Tuesday show.
Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
Hey.
All right, so what we going out with tonight? We didn't see Rennie tonight, boy.
Yeah, somebody beating him with a leather whip and got him chained up. So I got handcuffs on.
Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go out tonight with I think this one here. This is it. I don't know. I'll try this one here.
Don't tell me about nose ring or red nose ring, yeah? No, we don't have them things here. Busting up me and if I ever catch him, I am going to beat him bad. One set of dirty old pampas scatter all across my lawn. When I run out with my big stick, the whole of them scratch out and burn. I say, it was when I am sleeping, it was when I'm awake. I really try to treat him nice, but only so much I can take. Boy, Blackie, the black nose pothong, busting up the garbage bag. And if I ever catch him, I am going to beat him bad. The other night, I said that I'm for Blackie, a full of bag with food for my daughter. I don't behind some bushes, loaded with my slinging shot. Hey, the Blackie smell me rat and he pass straight. He didn't even look my way. Them bottom so tricky and clever, and that is why I have to say, it was when I am sleeping, it was when I'm awake. I really try to treat him nice, but only so much I can take. Oh, yeah, Blackie, the black nose pothong, busting up the garbage bag. And if I ever catch him, I am going to beat him bad. What? Rum patang tang tang tang, rum patang patang, booya booya booya, tang patang tang tang tang, tang patang patang tang tang. One day I did catch Blackie drinking water from my drain. I threw him in the trunk and I drove down. I let go him in water looking. For 2 nights we had no problems. Peace and joy did reign. But Blackie used the GPS and he come back and start busting up with bags again. I said he knows when I am sleeping, he knows when I'm awake. I really try to treat him nice, but only so much I can take. Oh yeah, Blackie, the black nose pothong, busting up the garbage bag. And if I ever catch him, I am going to beat him bad. I'm going to beat him